Hi, very good morning to you and welcome to Sunday, the Sunday Sofa. We've got a fabulous, fun-filled day, packed, absolutely packed with goodies for you today. As you've seen on the headline there is a little section devoted to the lac beads. We're going to pepper the show with fantastic wood strands as well, and there's going to be a few surprises in terms of the prices there. I've got three fabulous kits, and I'm surrounded by three fabulous ladies because I'd like to say a very good morning to our lovely Linda. I've not seen her this year. This is outrageous.
It's madness, isn't it?
Madness, isn't it?
Hi.
She was like, it was before Christmas when she was making me a tiara for the Fanto.
Gosh.
I know, that's the last time I saw you. Did you see my photo wearing it?
I did. Oh, what a photo that was.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, the tiara, not myself or anything, just the tiara. And I've got Julie and Carrie with me here this morning. I'd like you to welcome our Sunday Sofa guests. Good morning, ladies. Now, Carrie's come from Reading and Julie's come all the way down from Skipton. And there's lovely Simon in the corner. He's hiding in the wings. Good morning, Simon. So we've seen Julie before. Julie's been on the show before. So we expect great things from our Julie. You know, she's a regular now. And we'll be setting you a challenge in a moment, girls. But welcome to the show. And we'll find out more about each other as we go along. So I've got loads of goodies down here. I mean, my first new kit is, it's a knockout. It's called Knockout. And it is a knockout, quite frankly. Those big rounds, look at them. It looks like Saturn and Jupiter, those beautiful orbs. Gorgeous, look at those terracotta reds. And lovely shapes with the twisted agates as well. Beautiful kit, very warming, very riching, very sort of cinnamon and spice. And then they're also different, all three kits. There's something, you know, that's really special about each one. And then I've got, the red malachite in that one for a start. I know, it's outrageous. I've never seen it before in my life. Beautiful. I mean, I think we might have some malachite later on in the show, but we've got the red malachite in that kit, which is so unusual. And then in the second kit, we've got some stunning glyptography. I mean, just look at those flowers. This one's called Coast to Coast. Coast to Coast. You've got beautiful zoisite and amethyst, Uruguayan amethyst no less, so from the Alto Uruguayan region of Uruguay, so beautiful, really pretty. And we've got, well, I'm actually wearing one of the pieces from the third kit. I mentioned hematite yesterday. Have a little look at this bracelet, it is sensational. Girls, you're gonna have to send Simon to the call centre to get this kit for you because I predict a sellout success. When you see the jewellery Linda has made, it's outrageous, it's that gorgeous. It really is. Now, here's another piece. And what we're going to do throughout the show is, we've had so many requests about heart technique. This lovely ending to this V chevron in the actual necklace, as it were. So we're going to look at this using some other gems from our second kit. And Linda's going to take us through how to do that stage by stage, because it's simply too much to incorporate in one stage in terms of showing you. So we're going to take that stage by stage as a technique throughout the show as well. Alrighty. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's the porno kit yesterday, gone in the live show. I predict the same for these three kits today. All three, yeah, just stunning. Can't take their eyes off it. You're going to have to look at do some work in a minute. Just lovingly looking at them. That's what I do every morning when I come in. Right, the early bird special is a fabulous strand. Straight away I think of Tina. She was with me on Friday, and it's the simple beauty of imperial jasper. It's the colour of that beautiful aqua blue. And I've got a 6-strand box that I'm going to give to the girls in a moment. And I think this looks perfect with it. We've got some really lovely dark chocolate brown woods in today's show as well. And I think this turquoise, would you think that goes with the dark browns? Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, when you get that combo together? And these are lovely big tablets. I mean, you could just wire wrap one of those on a ring. And every single one has that lovely individual pattern in there. But it's this blue, it's a real azure blue. Was the colour of the sea in Thailand that colour? I bet it was. I bet it was.
Yeah.
Were you dipping your toes in there?
Every single blue that you can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous. I'm there just looking at this strand. This is the box I'm going to give Carrie and Julie before. I know we've seen it before. I haven't seen it before, but I know it's been on the show before. And I just think, oh, that just rocks as a combo. I mean, obviously you can separate the strands and put them with lots more, but can you see why I said that with those? If I just take out a couple of the strands, we'll look at that in a minute, but look at this. How beautiful. Do you reckon that goes, girls? Yeah, I know. It's beautiful, isn't it? Love this. See, already in that box, we've got the chocolate and that turquoise blue. But you've got the lovely shapes to explore as well. So start early. Get that early bird special there. You see, you've got this lovely wood I'm going to give the girls as well. Look at this. Ooh, those chocolate browns. Beautiful chestnut chocolate hazelnut browns. And then the aqua blues of that imperial topaz there. Gorgeous. And the wood is... Have you worked with the wood before, ladies? Because you have. Have you? You've actually worked with these? Oh, brilliant. Have you worked with it, Julie?
My sister's got them.
Oh, your sister. Do you like them?
Yeah.
They're beautiful, aren't they? They're so light is what I was going to say, aren't they? It's deceiving. I just love it when I see it in jewellery. I really do. So I'm glad they like that because that's what they're going to get to work with. And the Imperial Jasper, this is my early bird. So what we're saying is by starting early, we're going to give you a great offer on the first piece. We're going to open up those baskets, hopefully. Start the 1P&P again. Well, it's already carried over from Friday and Saturday, but if you've just tuned in and you're new to Jewellery Maker, I'm here with two beautiful guests. We're going to find out more about their jewellery making. Linda is our resident designer. We're going to explore jewellery techniques together. We're going to look at beautiful gems from across the globe. Quite frankly, Sunday doesn't get any better. And I would encourage everyone, ask the girls for their advice as well, to get started today. Get started. If you were watching Friday and Saturday with me, we had great advice from a lot of regulars saying, you know, just get a kit, jump in, get the free DVD and the booklet with your first ever order, and have a play, have a go. So we'll enable that further because we'll see techniques from Linda. That's why I talked about the heart technique that we're going to see in stages throughout the show. We'll see techniques and explanations from the girls as well, Carrie and Julie. You don't mind me calling you the girls, do you? That's all right. We've got the free DVD and the booklet. So this literally takes you step by step as well in order to start making your jewellery. Right, I've teased enough. I think it's time to launch our beautiful aqua blue. Oh, we've got a graphic problem. Sunday morning. The gremlins have been overnight, do you know what I mean? Shall I show you what other gorgeousness is coming up then? Look at this. This I'm going to give Carrie and Julie as well. Look at that smoky quartz. And then they've got that beautiful wood, just to show you how great this looks with everything we've got on the show today. And then you've got that 6-strand beady box. So already it's just, oh, magic waiting to happen, isn't it? Beautiful. Beautiful. And I've got this 6-strand bundle. I will bring you the code up for this. I'm not trying to tease you, honestly. I will bring you the code up for this Imperial Jasper in a moment. But I'm starting with double figures. I'm limited. Linda's had her eye on this as well. Let me just show you this very briefly. Oh, we're there. We've got graphic. Oh, you'll have to wait for that then. You saw the smoky quartz. Right, we're there. You're already there. You're ready. You're ready to take advantage. Look at those colours. Do you think that's a beautiful colour? It's so pretty for the summer, isn't it, as well? You can feel it's getting lighter. You can feel springs in the air, can't you? Although I did skid round the corner this morning. Were you all right turning into Merce Lane and that? Heavens above. I said to Linda, I could see this lamppost looming towards me. I've never been so frightened in all my life. It's terrible. I was in second gear. It's not like I'm careering around like Evel Knievel. Nobody knows who that is. You're all too young. Do you remember Evel Knievel?
Yeah.
Do you? You don't look old enough, sweet. You don't look old enough. Right, we're going to get some graphics up so we can bring you. I'm starting with double figures. So you've got all those lovely mottled patterns. The reason we start thinking of the chocolate chestnuts, you see the lovely caramel gold browns in there as well. And then you flip it over on its belly and there's a different pattern as well. It's like lovely meandering sandbanks, isn't it? On the sea, the blue azure sea. So, so pretty. And when we've had Imperial Topaz on the show before, not Topaz, forgive me. Imperial Jasper on the show before, it's absolutely flown out. It really is a popular gemstone, but we never seem to have enough of it, whether it's in the purples or the greens or the hot pinks. Yeah, 20 have gone while I'm having a chat, while we were bringing up the graphics. 380 carats. 2 centimetres by 2 centimetres. Beautiful, and you think how far it's going to go in your jewellery. Like I said, just one makes a beautiful, beautiful ring there. Lovely. Oh, I love that close-up. Hello there. Now that we've finally got the graphics, 40 have gone. So I'm almost down to 50% of the stock. Thank you for being so quick on the phone lines and on the www.jewellerymaker.com website. This is the way to make sure you don't miss out on the early bird. Because the early bird special, obviously it's like first thing of a morning, 9:05, but invariably I'm often starting with double figures, and I know yesterday's, actually this goes with yesterday's strand, I don't know if anybody saw it. It was a multicoloured agate and it had the blues in it, and by the end of the show I think I had 2 left, so they were really, there was a big uptake. So we're already down to low stock. Yeah, $8.95 straight down. 22 callers on the phone line, but you know, it's a free phone number. Why on that phone line? Because we're dealing real gemstones. We want to bring you that beauty, but it's so cost effective when you're making your jewellery. How long have you been making jewellery for, girls?
A couple of years now.
A couple of years, says Julie, yeah? Gary?
About 4 years.
About 4 years. And how did you find us? Was it by accident or did somebody tell you?
I was flicking through the channels and it said Jewellery Maker coming soon, so watched it from day one.
Oh, you're a stalwart. You've been there since the beginning. Fabulous. And Carrie, was it?
Yeah, just flicking through.
Just flicking through,
found
yeah,
it,
just randomly, yeah. I often forget that lots of new buyers join us every day and might be just sitting at home like you were and just thinking. So what made you, though, that first time pick up that phone and dial? What was it that gave you the impetus as opposed to just sitting at home and watching? Can you remember how you're feeling and what made you think, do you know what, I'm going to give this a go?
It was just some beautiful gemstones.
Beautiful gemstones, yeah.
It just spoke to me.
Yeah.
Speak to me, buy me. I've got 24 of these left. That's all they're speaking to everybody out there. Exactly. Just you've got to pick up that phone and get involved. If you want a bit of this, if you want a bit of this action, if you want a bit of these beautiful gems, then please, please, please don't miss out. The girls have said it themselves. It was the beautiful gems that they had to have. Am I doing a wood bundle? Wood bundle. Sorry, you've deselected, honey. You're like in the far distance. I love these. I'm getting these. I love these. That's heaven. That is just sheer magic. Look at that for a strand. It's like forever, isn't it? Let me just show you those. Yeah. Ah, they're the ones you've got to have those. And these. And these. Look at this. This is a pack of 3. And I think... Do you make jewellery for Simon, Carrie? No.
He gives me his opinion on my jewellery.
Does he?
Yeah.
Whether he likes it or not, or
Yeah.
whether it looks good?
Yeah.
That's nice. Nice to have a gentleman's opinion.
Yeah.
But we need to make something for him. I think these lend themselves to the gents' jewellery. Would you agree? Yeah. I think it's the shape.
Yeah.
And do you like jewellery in general, Simon, or you don't wear a lot of jewellery anyway? No, but you have clearly have an appreciation for it. Clearly. Well, I think these would look gorgeous on you. I think for the summer, just sometimes those on a leather or, you know, the suede, it's just really nice. You know, it's masculine, but it's not fey necessarily, or it's not too sparkly necessarily. And I just think lovely for the beachwear as well. I think they're gorgeous for the girls, and the macrame bracelets as well. There's a lovely, lovely sort of an oak colour to these. 3 for 2. So this is the Roby's wood ovals. They're 7 by 8 millimetres. And I said we had some bundles. We've got some singular strands, but we've got a lot of naughtiness going on today in the studio. Oh, look at this. Look at that with the slow smoky quartz coming up. Love that smoky quartz. Oh, some gems are too beautiful for their own good, quite frankly. And the wood, mix it. If you've never experimented with the wood in your jewellery making, give it a go. It's as light as a feather. Whenever I see designs with it in, I just think that's so striking. And often it's just asymmetric designs with a few sort of, you know, like the little flowers we've got coming up, or a bracelet out of those lovely petals with a little gem in between. You can keep it really simple, but it's so effective. And it makes your jewellery making go even further. You know, it's actually, you're not making them as spaces necessary, but you're allowing your gems, you've got more of the gems then to use on other stuff, haven't you? So, 3 for 2, let's give you that fantastic saving. This is just silly. Silly. £9.90 actually should be £14.35. Because what are they? £4.45. Yeah, each. So you're getting 3 for 2. £4.45, sorry. £4.95. I can't add up this morning. It's Sunday. It's been a long week. £4.95. So yeah, you're basically getting £5 off. 3 for 2. So great way. I mean, split it with your friend. Split it. Did you two know each other? Oh, you just met this morning? Whenever I see people come together, I always think, oh, well, they're old friends. And then I suddenly thought, well, actually, Carrie's come from Reading and Julie's come from Skipton. I thought, well, maybe they are friends, and you know, but you've just met this morning. Oh, That's lovely.
We spoke on Facebook
Ah.
a couple of times.
Oh, okay, so now you can actually put a face to the name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. But the reason I started talking about friends is I thought perhaps you could split it with your friend if they live nearby, but you girls would have to post it to each other, wouldn't you, really? Okay, oh, I love these. Look at me, I'm just caressing them now because they're so beautiful. You want to touch it, you want to feel it. They're so beautifully finished. And again, this is what I've seen on one of the bracelets here. I think it was Cherry made the bracelet. And simply by putting a single, I think it was like a little black agate in between each one, it spaced them a little bit more. And then you've got that flippy floppy movement. And it was just on a stretchy. So look, you're using a fraction of the strand. Actually, it's hard to see against my black dress, isn't it? Using a fraction of the strand. There's so much there. They're beautiful. The shape is so fascinating. The finish, there's no rough edges. The drilling through them as well, nice and clean. They've got a lovely look to them. You can see the wood grain. There's some hazelnut tones in there, but it's the darkest of the woods, as it were. And then you've got these lovely flowers coming up in the challenge today, the sofa challenge. I love, love, love these. We had them in, they flew out. I was waiting months for these to come back in, months. So again, it's like, we've shown you some strands yesterday that hadn't been around for like 2 years. So again, the wood, it sort of comes in and it goes. So if you love working with it or you want to experiment with those strands, then please get those codes written down and take advantage of the offers we're going to give you today on the bundles and the individual strands, because I've been promising you them all weekend. So £7.95, it's 1 P&P all weekend. Maybe you're a new buyer thinking, I like the Imperial that you just showed, and yes, that looks gorgeous with that, or I'm thinking about that 6-strand box you just showed me a minute ago that the girl's going to have. Ooh, you see? For the gents' jewellery, for the girls' jewellery. Beautiful, absolutely. What do you think about the wood there, Linda?
I love wood. Yeah. I really do, especially for holiday season and things like that. And as you say, for men.
Beautiful.
Most men would probably, if they like jewellery, they'll definitely like wooden jewellery.
Like the wood in it,
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's really dramatic.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
That'd be just fantastic mixed with some coral chips and the long chips and that, to really organic looking, wouldn't it? Yeah, it looks really nice like that, actually. A really good thick cuff, a double strand would look great, wouldn't
beautiful.
It? Yeah,
absolutely beautiful. Ooh, it's saying get involved and the price has disappeared. That can only mean one thing: naughtiness. We are not stopping at £7.95. Every penny counts. This is money back towards that lovely bundle I'm going to show the girls in a moment, or the bead box, or, one of our new strands, that lovely, back in, the smoky quartz. We've got a lac bead, bit going on later on as well. Bonanza, lac bead bonanza. Haven't seen those for a while. £6.95, £1 off for you today. So get yourself 2 strands. That's, you're only paying that 1 P&P, as you know. So, okay, £1's a pound for my money, That's £1 towards that lovely strand of that Imperial jasper. That's £1 towards some lovely findings or some threading material. Gorgeous, trust me, get it home. Start making your summer looks as well. Start making them now, especially if you sell your jewellery. Girls, do you make your jewellery to sell, or is it purely for pleasure? Just for pleasure?
I've sold some, yeah.
You have sold some, yeah. Is that because people have said, can I buy it off you, or you've been commissioned, or... Yeah, there you go, you see. This is what happens. You start wearing it and people start going, can you make me one of those? I like that. I'm doing it myself here. See what the girls have got on. I'm like, oh, I want one of those. £6.95. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But don't take my word for it. That's what your 30-day money-back guarantee is all about. Get it home, try it on, in terms of wrapping it around your wrist, feel that quality, feel that lightness, start to feel the inspiration in terms of what you're going to mix it with. Because I think it's absolutely inspiring and beautiful, and at £6.95, we've taken that £1 off. Another day, back to £7.95. And I'm saying another day, that's if it's in stock. Right, let's talk about the challenge. Let's show you. Now, we're going to be phasing out our bead boxes, and I love this one because of the combo of the chocolates and the turquoises. So, if you love the box to store and you're just thinking, well, I like the idea that you bundle 6 strands together and you give us great affordability, then this is for you. It has been on air before, but like many things, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can miss them. You can maybe miss the fact... Do you remember these strands? You do remember them. I must have missed them. I must have missed them. but they're very striking because I think once you've seen them, they're unforgettable, aren't they? They're beautiful and such lovely shapes. We've got puffy squares, we've got rice bead shapes, lovely rounds. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? They're all beautiful, but there's just the lovely patterns on them. Gorgeous. And then pear drops. Gorgeous. Really? It was me. Did I present this box before? I am losing the plot. Karen says, you launched it, Fee. I'm going, no, I didn't. I've never seen that box before in my life. What am I like? I thought I'd seen something, but not in these colours. In the black and white, actually. What a dozy woman I am. Well, marvellous. We got a second bite of the cherry this morning. These are your brown obsidian and your... Oh, yes, I remember now. I remember now because it's the dyed howlite. It was me. She's got it on the computer. She knows full well it was me. It's the dyed howlite. I remember now because you don't see the howlite in its natural form in the whites and the silvery greys, and by dyeing it, you've got this beautiful, sort of almost ornate, beautiful blue stripes and the brown stripes, and I was fascinated that underneath there was the howlite as it was, and how beautiful it still is, even with this beautiful ornate dye as it were. And then the chocolate obsidian. That's gorgeous, because I remember talking about this, because normally we see the black and white snowflake obsidian. It's all coming back to me now. But it's like we've mixed in milk chocolate with dark chocolate, isn't it? And you get these little snowflake patterns. Just gorgeous. 6-strand box. You're welcome. So, those of you that are on the line right now, on the website, don't check out your baskets yet. I appreciate you're brilliant, actually, if you that's what you're about to do, because you know you don't want it to go back into stock, i.e. you've missed it, because it'll only sit in your basket for 60 minutes. But I want you to have this, so, but we've got a treat. We've got a treat. So, look at those. They're so striking. Let's show you the original price on the day when I don't remember presenting them, but now I've sort of remembered. $27.95. No, we're not going to stop there. We're going to give this to our Sunday sofa ladies, and we're going to see the beautiful jewellery that's going to be made throughout the show. And if you haven't already got these in your basket, or you haven't already ordered these, you'll be seeing this gorgeous jewellery and you'll be thinking to yourself, oh, I can't make that now because it's all gone, or it's not sold, it's sold out, and I should have phoned when Fee had the code up, JBPO98. So whatever you do, jump on that phone line right now. There's just a smorgasbord of beautifulness going on. There's just so much. I've got some cracking blue lac beads coming up that would look gorgeous with this. Let me just tease you. $24.95, and that's £3. Do we think towards those? What do we think? I know! It's just too much choice and too much beautifulness. How fab. They're going to be in my little lac bead section. But how fab, you know, when you see those, you've got to have those with the box. And that's £3 towards them, isn't it? That's £3 towards them. We've just had £1 off our lovely Imperial Jasper as well. And you get the box as well. So that's 6 strands. Bargain. They're working out at £4 each, roughly, aren't they? And then 95p for the box. Perfect. But only while stocks last. And when you see those patterns, I mean, they're so interesting and beautiful. And it's genuine gemstones, yes, for our new buyers out there, for those new watching us, you know, the girls said it themselves, what attracted them to the channel. They found us by accident, but then it was the beautiful gemstones. $24.95. Get that code written down, even if you're just thinking, well, I'll just see what this next thing is, but don't miss out, especially if we've taken £3 off today for you. We've taken that price down. Alrighty. I knew this was going to be fabulous even before I looked at them in the box, because I saw the words written down on the sheet, I saw what gems were in it, and then I saw the price, and I was like, wow! Didn't I say that to you this morning, Karen? I came down, I was like, oh, that mookaite bundle. And then you came over, didn't you, Glinda? Ah, she started putting those lovely, almost like a banana colour, isn't it, of the wood rondelles. We've got smoky quartz, we've got mookaite that is both faceted and in the plain rounds, and we've got carnelian bicones. So we've got fascinating shapes. Little round buttons, beautiful, perfect rounds there. The faceted 6mm round, the faceted smoky quartz rounds, the bicones there, the carnelian. There's a real summer flavour to these, isn't there? Now, this is a 6-strand bundle. Your mookaite, your wood, your quartz. Oh, forgive me, it's agate. Sorry, I do apologise. That's agate that red agate can seriously look like carnelian a lot of times. Well, we're in the close family. We're very close in terms of your carnelian agates. So it's actually your orange, your red agate there in the bicones. Lovely tones though. That's what made me think of the carnelian. And do you like mookaite? The mookaite would go with your dress. It's the colours, isn't it? The burgundies, the creams. Beautiful. And the last mookaite kit we had earlier on in the week flew out. I only started with double figures and it was gone. And that's the only other mookaite I've seen. Beautiful. They're so rich. Look at that one. 1 minute it's burgundy raspberry Kool-Aid, and then you've got a bit of lovely custard on the top there. Look at that gem. Gorgeous. That's just one. This is genuinely natural mookaite. These come from these little sea animals that lived millions of years ago, your Windalaria radiolite, and they create all these different colours, and they come from Mooka Crete in Australia, and they're all natural. Look at that lovely peachy one there, like a salmon pink, burgundy, silver grey. Oh, look at that. The smoky quartz as well. Do we have any facets, honey? Or collectively, 520. This is a super bargain bundle. You could actually start with this, new buyers, get this, and then just get some silver findings or some stretchy elastic on our website. We've got extra findings and the gold-plated and the silver as well on our website, as well as all the different threaded materials. You know, we mentioned ribbon, we mentioned suede, we mentioned cord. Fabulous. Now, when we buy these separately from our own channel, we're very competitive on the prices. £36.70 is how much this bundle would cost. And we're not going to sell it today. We're going to give you a saving of over £11 on the whole bundle. So you've already got an idea of the price. £24.95. Do you think that's good value? Yeah, it's fabulous, isn't it? Again, £4 a strand. I mean, we're very, you know we're competitive with our prices, otherwise you wouldn't buy from us, you know. What do you think about the quality?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I haven't even bribed them. Well, I did. I gave them a Kit Kat. A little bit of a bribe. No, I don't. They're beautiful. What do you like about them, Linda?
I just love the colourways of those. I think they all work together so really, really well. I love having those wheels. Those wheels are so useful for the neckline.
Yeah, aren't they?
Yeah.
Again, nice combo there for gents or girls.
Yeah, lots of different shapes and that. I mean, you've got CD beads, beady beads, all sorts there, heart shapes, the lot. Every conceivable technique that you can do in jewellery making, you've got the opportunity for there.
Yeah, absolutely. Bargain, and saving over £11. And they go beautifully together, or we can just use those separately in our designs. Now, I'm just going to introduce the wood flowers, and then we'll go see the girls, because then we've talked about everything that they're getting. I can't wait to see the jewellery. Maybe, if the girls are feeling kind, they might make something for Simon. You might be lucky today. You might, Simon, you know. Depends how Carrie's feeling. Crikey, wouldn't be much to ask, would it? You know, you brought her all the way down. From, you know.
You know, we have Natalia and Michelle, her bus model. We could have Simon later.
We could. We could drape you. How do you feel about that, Simon? Linda's volunteered you to be draped with jewellery. How do you feel about that? You up for that?
I could call him Michael.
There we go. Fabulous. He's up for a bit of draping. We shall. Carrie's other half is Simon, who I'm talking to in the distance there. We'll get him on camera later. Well, we're going to adorn his body with beautiful jewellery on the wrist and around the neck, and maybe the odd earring or two. We'll see how we go. I don't think he's up for near piercing. Are you? It's piercing. No, well, we can still drape.
We can manage
drape,
that,
can't we?
Stick a head pin through his ear.
We can just do that on the quiet. Get one of them pins. Pisses his ear. Oh, bless him. He wasn't up for that this morning, was he? Let's do these lovely wood flowers. Now, Carrie has said herself that she's had these. And your friend Julie, am I right? Your sister, yes. And why do they buy them? Why do they like them?
The colour and
the
feel.
The shape.
The grains that go through them. The different changes go through them.
Yes, it's not just the dark brown. You see the different patterns. Yeah. They're very different, aren't they, as well? Yeah. And again, you only need a few. Really pretty, aren't they? Very feminine as well. I love them. I love the detail, as the girls have just said, in them, in terms of cutting into them and the shapes. Beautiful. And the graining, as Carrie just said, you know, you see the colours, see those colour tones running through them. Now, All beautiful. It's which ones you like, you know. And on the strand, I mean, they'd make pretty pendants. So on the strand, 3, 6, 9, again, only a guesstimate, 12, about 14. So you could argue 14 different little pendants. Lovely as a little bracelet. How are they incorporated in the designs that you've seen, your sisters or the ones you've done? How did you incorporate them?
My sister made a bracelet with just one and then gems.
Oh,
around,
so just had one central one and then the gems around. And then the same on the... So that was just using two and then the same on the necklace. Lovely. How about you, Carrie?
I did a bracelet with pyrite.
Pyrite?
Yeah, it looks beautiful with those wooden flowers.
There we go. That's a good idea, the pyrite.
And a necklace to match.
Wonderful. And they are a bargain price, so they go a long way. So, you know, as the girl, even if you're just using one in a bracelet, one in the necklace, $6.95. Bargain-tastic. So I'm hoping the girls are already getting some ideas together with what we're going to give you. I'm hoping you think I think it looks beautiful. Would you agree? Yeah. Alrighty, get that code written down because you know what's going to happen. Once we've draped Simon and you see that beautiful jewellery, you'll be like, oh my word, why didn't I get those flowers? What's that code again? What's that code again? Quick. Nigel, get on the phone. Come on, we need to get these. So WMGP09 is the code. Don't miss out. Because the other thing is, you get these home, you see that quality, you feel that quality. You have a different relationship with the strand that you see on the TV, and you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Let's go see the girls. Would you leave me ebonies with me? Is that all right? Because I'm a bit tied to those. Right, any immediate ideas? Anything that's sort of, now that I've seen those strands individually? Or how about we start with, what do you like? What do you like in terms of making? What's your style or signature?
I'm not very good on the old techniques. I like the basic stuff.
You like the basic. This is Julie, everybody, in case you didn't. This is beautiful. Can I just point out to your name? And these are the felt flowers. And what's the gemstone? Is it a jasper?
That's dyed labradorite.
Oh, the labradorite. That's beautiful. And you just attach those onto the strand on the two different sizes. So we could do something similar with the wood, really, couldn't we? So you like to keep it basic.
Yeah.
Is it because you haven't explored the techniques, or you're not confident, or you just like the simple?
No, I just haven't got enough patience to be faffing. I just like to thread it and wear it.
And have it, yeah, wear it, yeah. No, fine. No, that's everybody has, you know, their own preference. Brilliant. So we look forward to seeing those. Okay. Anything you're thinking of a direction of going in?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure.
No
pressure. No pressure. That's okay. We've got the whole show. And how about you? This is Carrie, everybody, and Carrie's other half is Simon, who we're going to drape later. This is wonderful. Is this one of yours?
Yeah.
Wow. So I can see you're clearly good at the gizmo work.
It's only my second attempt.
Never.
Yeah, my first one was a pink one, which I sent in for the Wall of Fame.
Wow. Second attempt. Look at the skill in that, and then
I love
pearls.
it.
It's amazing.
Oh.
It's got a tiger's eye in the middle.
Isn't that the blue tiger's eye? And
Beautiful.
that is absolutely stunning. You'd imagine that in a beautiful shot, wouldn't you?
Well, it's so eye-catching, isn't it? You see it straight away.
It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, for yourself, any direction to go? What's your favourite thing about the jewellery making, or what do you like doing most?
I like doing sort of weaving.
Weaving, yeah.
I'm trying to teach myself more wire work.
Yeah.
I just love it all.
Okay, lovely. Well, if you need a bit of wire, you know, there's always extras underneath our Linda's desk, so just say you have to, I suppose, there's any chance ask him, or just shout out, Fee, and have a bit of this. Yeah, so, well, I'm looking forward to seeing the designs. I want you to enjoy it, and if you feel like, you know, chipping in, give us a shout, just say, I got those, or I'd like a bit, you know, just feel free. It's a you know, inclusive show. Don't want you to think we're ignoring you or anything like that. So let's just let you know at home as well how you can get involved if you want to be sitting here as the Sunday Sofa guest with us here on the live show.
Always wanted to be a part of Jewellery Maker? Want to come down to the studios and be a guest on our Sunday show? Well, if you want to apply, simply send your application to sundayshow@jewellerymaker.com. We will add you to the waiting list, and a member of our team will contact you as soon as there is an available date. We appreciate your patience and hope to meet you soon. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
I'm going to give you those in a second. I'm going to come see you.
Yeah, and I can't. They're on
Righty-ho.
pictures of that.
I know, she's chomping at the bit here, Karen. go and see her. The challenge. You're after this, I know. Do you know what I mean? It'll be 10 o'clock by the time we get to you. It flies by, there's too much to fit in, Linda. Okay, let me just show you these fantastic pearls. I was out last night at a 50th anniversary, and I was really pleased to see, because I bought my auntie a few years ago. This was before Jewellery Maker, and it's from our sister channel, Gems TV. I bought her a beautiful pearl necklace, and she was wearing it, and it was so nice. And they clearly like it if they're wearing it out and they don't know you're arriving and what have you. So, and I thought to myself, you know, it was a birthday and I should have got a bracelet to match. And I know on our sister channel we don't have the bracelets very often. In fact, there may not even be any in stock at the moment. So I'm just looking at this strand and immediately thinking, well, here we go, I can just make my own. And because they're so sizable and so beautiful and genuine, 8x9mm, genuine, gorgeous pearls. Look at those. Imagine that with any of the kits today. Yeah. These are the second time I think you've seen these on air. They go with all the kits today, especially the amethyst kit. I think they sold out. And when did we have them on, honey? When was that? December last year. Wow, that's a long time to wait. It's a long time to wait, isn't it? Look at them. You can see why they were a huge sellout success. Look at the quality. They're just beautiful dewdrops of the ocean. There's wonderful pearls. Can you see that shine on them? That gorgeous luster. You know, those nasal layers of calcium carbonate, those beautiful, beautiful, and you know, they've grown to be really big, so they've been cared by the freshwater pearl farmers. You know, they've taken years to grow just because they're so big. And I know we can see the little. It makes them very affordable as well, because they're not absolutely, I won't say they're blemishes, but they're not absolutely spherically perfect. But this is the relationship you have with your pearls. You have a little look at them, you know what you're getting is real. This isn't painted plastic beads, okay? And when we go to the price we go to, I'm sure there'll be new people sitting at home thinking, they can't be real. They can't be for that price. Well, they are. They are genuine, genuine pearls. I mean, already I don't even think I'll be able to make this bracelet for my auntie at this rate. But look at that. That's using a third of the strand. Even if you wanted to keep it simple, even if you're thinking of the bridesmaid jewellery, or you know, a little pair of earrings. Bee was selling, they're going like hotcakes. So just putting 2 little pearls on an earring post. Let me put them around the neck, because this is your traditional princess length. What is the price? Excuse me? Sorry, she just told me this is silly. No, they can't be. For real pearls. Please. Right, trust me on this. Simon, quickly, get to that call centre, love, quick as you can, because this is incredible. And I wouldn't mind, but right now as well, we're having a renaissance of back to the 50s and the 20s, and pearls, huge feature then. You think Grace Kelly, I was talking about Sophia Loren yesterday, and how we're seen in the fashion world, you know, the 1920s looks, you know, this is the fashion because of the remake of The Great Gatsby. Pearls, big, big feature. So I'm going to see a lot of pearls this season as well. But we might have to wait another year again before we get more in stock, because obviously we're reliant on nature. These are grown by real wee clams and oysters. So you can't hurry the process. You know, it takes them the time it takes them, and it can take them years. Look at them. Do you think they're beautiful? I think they're beautiful. They're sumptuous, aren't they? Have you bought the pearls from us before? Yeah.
They're my favourite.
They're unbelievable, aren't they? You can't go wrong. You like them. I know.
They're
so impressive, aren't they?
Yeah, but they've taken a long time to form.
Definitely.
Haven't they? So
yeah,
you know,
years.
that's where your investment is.
Exactly, yeah. And there's some lovely lustre on them. And the orange, you know, I'm picking up little pinks and greens. Congratulations to those of you already on that phone line, that free phone number, taking advantage of 1pmp all weekend. Congratulations to those of you on the website, bobbing that in your basket. Don't forget to check out. You could really funk it up with that ebony wood earlier. $7.95, you know, little pearl in between each of the woods. Oh, now I might have to go home and make my own jewellery now. There'll be nobody to present the show. $7.95. I've got some lovely trocker shells coming up as well. And look at those. We'll talk more about that in a moment with your real pearls. Mix it in with the trocker shell. Gorgeous. Just getting into about 50 or so left in stock. So, you know, if you love your pearls, that price point, I think that is ridiculous. And I work here, $7.95. A genuine pearl strand. Get 2, get 3 if you're thinking, actually, Fee, I want to make the bracelet. I've got this wedding. There was a person yesterday texted me in. Thank you for texting. I've been commissioned to make jewellery for a wedding, and our 3rd new kit of the day was the colours. So people do, you know, they want the bracelet, they want the necklace, they want the earrings, maybe the tiara, they want the whole parure, the whole set. $7.95, so get them now while they're available is all I'm saying, because they're going like hotcakes. Okay, now, I had to look this up. I won't lie to you. I don't know too much about every shell and clam and oyster and what have you. And there's shells of all names and what have you. So what I'm going to show you is our trocker shell, and then I'll show you the shell. It's fascinating. These are a top shell. They really are. These are brand new in today. They've got a lovely ivory cream beauty. There's a lovely wealth of beauty in them. There's a lovely wealth of indulgence and expense I see in these, simply because of the creamy, rich nature, and then this beautiful pearlescence in the shell. I mean, this is what they make the pearls out of, the calcium carbonate, and you get the essence of that left within the layering of the shell, as it were. You know, the inside, you know when you turn a shell over and you see inside, the outside you have that pretty patterns, but inside you get that rainbow coating. So this is your trocker shell, as it were. And that's the scientific name is Trochidae. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. And they're a large family of shells found worldwide, and they spiral into a conical shape. They can be low, tall to slender. You'll know them. And sometimes their exterior can be smooth or glossy or sculptured, and they all have this beautiful, like I said, pearly interior. And yeah, and this is what they look like in the flesh, because I pulled off a little picture. Your trocker. Your Trochidae, this is what they look like. So I learnt something new this morning, because I've never seen our trocker shell. There's loads of different shell names, you see, and you know what you're getting, don't you? There you go, girls. Have you seen that?
Off that.
Your trocker shell?
Beautiful.
Yeah. What's that, darling? We had another pack the same, yeah, and we sold out. I think there were different shapes, and we sold out. But you can see the richness in that trocker shell. You can see it in the pearlescence. Can you see that at home? I hope you can, because it's very prominent here in the studio. Very prominent. Very pretty. These are 12 by 18. Look at the rainbow. My ovals are 13 by 18, and my large nuggets, and they are large, and some really big bulbous ones in there. 6 by 2, up to 14 by 4, and they're very beachy as well, Linda, aren't they?
Would you indulge me, Fee, and pop the pearls with those 3 strands?
I will.
I'd love to see those together. See how that evens it up now, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Yeah, so that's a sort of set that you can use daytime wear, and then evening it up for the evening on holiday. Keep a capsule jewellery box.
Great idea. Great idea. So beautiful. Unbelievably beautiful. It really is. And the beauty lies in what nature's done naturally. We started with over 100, and now I've got under 70, so there's a lot of viewers on a Sunday taking advantage of the 1PMP all weekend, and we've got a show jammed packed full of goodies. So please don't miss out. I'm down to 65 already. Well done to those of you already dialing that free phone number. You know, you want to get ahead of the game. You want to make sure that, you know, you've made the call, you're freed up to see what else is on the show and take advantage. I mean, I've got these amazing lac beads as well. Look at these coming up that you can mix in with the white and the black. Or these, look at those. Have you ever seen such beautifulness? Don't they look gorgeous? Yeah. Okay, getting low in stock, so we'll get that price in. Love those. I'm obsessed with those. They're just, it's just too much choice. It's all super. Have the lot. Have the lot. You've got the, when it all arrives, you've got 30-day, £9.95. Can't even finish my sentence. I'm so surprised by that price. £9.95, under £10. I'm going to give these to Linda. I'm going to give these to Linda before she bursts, because she's done for us. All right, look at those. Oh, these are yours, honey bun.
Oh, fantastic.
These are yours. Can't wait to see what you're going to do.
No, not me.
Beautiful.
Oh, they are stunning, aren't they?
I know.
They've they're mother of pearl with an edge.
Aren't they just? Yeah.
Gorgeous,
Your trocker
gorgeous.
shell.
Let's get some black.
Lovely shapes, yeah. Thank you, darling, yeah. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
So, part 1. Now, we're also going to give you our, by quartzite, our blue jade. It's a pretty, pretty
Oh, look at that, how
Chinese
that works.
jade. It's a really pretty sky blue, is what I'm
It
desperately trying to say.
is.
It's like the Chalcedony blue, isn't it? China is like a delicate, dusty blue, isn't
It's
it?
beautiful because it's got the milkiness little mirror with all
Yeah.
of this. It's
With the
lovely,
shell.
Yeah.
And they're sizable, aren't they? They're such a pretty gentle colour, aren't they? Sky blue.
They are.
there.
They're actually. It's quite unique, that blue, isn't it? It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I only
yeah.
see it sometimes in your blue lace agate
Yes.
or your chalcedony, that's sort of semi-translucent. This is more opaque, and there's some beautiful faceting on there. That gorgeous, gorgeous lustre. So these are 500 carats,
Fabulous.
14 millimetres. They're beautiful. I just love. They're so gentle on the eye.
Yeah, they're very tactile. You want to
Yes.
touch them, don't you? You do want to hold them.
And then they're like the clouds in the sky, aren't
yeah,
they? Really.
they're lovely. Yeah.
So pretty. Very striking strand, that one. 14 millimetres. And beautiful with your pearls,
Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
isn't it? See it against the black background, fabulous. $9.95.
Gorgeous.
I'm excited.
Yes, it's a long time since I've been
Standing
on,
here.
so
Yeah.
yeah, it's great to be back.
Did you see inspiration when you were in Thailand? Did you look around? and see-
Again, yes, I did. I think you see inspiration wherever you happen
Yeah.
to be, but sort of in places like that where you've got that ultimate clear light.
Yes.
And you see
the
everything.
colours.
You see the colours are really,
Yeah.
really true. And I mean, people were shell hunting on the beach and that, and picking up the most glorious shells. But I'd moved on from that. I've gone through the. Tell me the lapidary. I can't actually say that word.
Yeah.
But I sort of saw that shell then moving on, going
Yeah.
through, being finished, being
Yeah.
polished, and being bought here.
Yeah.
And to see the absolutely gorgeous
Jewellery that can
jewellery
be made.
that can
yeah.
be made. But then, having said that, you know, in its raw state, it's equally as beautiful,
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But, you know, then it would be nice to wear it, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, big fee favourite, and I just think perfect with the shell, and
Oh.
lovely with what we've got going on here. I mean, those three are just
Yeah,
inspired.
absolutely.
Botswana agate. You don't have it enough on the show. Every day should be a bit about Botswana, as far as I'm concerned. And they indulge me here because they know I love it so much. And the reason I love it so much are all those different colours. Sometimes you get the banding, sometimes they're totally clear. They're so gentle and easy on the eye. And these are faceted rounds we've not seen for a while. And 10 carats, 6mm rounds. And we've matched them up with some beautiful labradorite and frosted white quartz, which I'll show you in a moment. And you see, there's the banding. They've got such a lovely delicateness to them, but great durability because they're agates.
Yeah, and it's a gemstone for everybody, you know, Fee, that one is, because it's not over the top and it's
No.
not understated. It sits there happily in the middle of,
Yes.
of jewellery making as a hobby, and you will always use it.
Ties
always.
in nicely with the trends
Yeah,
of
it'll
the
tie in with.
pastels.
I found it ties in with. I mean, it's absolutely stunning with the blue lace and anything like that, but also with you know, the baby colours of your sort of rose quartzes and all of those, that spectrum, you know, your pale, gentle gemstones, but then it works stunningly well with your black onyxes and tourmalines.
Yes, most definitely. And these are faceted, so you've got
It's
lovely,
a great
lovely
gemstone
look.
to have in your collection.
I mean, I find them like mookaite. When they're like that, you can just even leave them
Exactly.
as they are because the colours all just
That's
work.
a ready-made necklace, isn't it? If you
Yes.
just want to keep it that simple.
And it's $7.95. Again, you know that third kit today with all the hematite.
Yeah,
You know, all the
beautiful,
silvery
yeah.
hematites. Oh. Those trocker shells, I think we've all been allocated in the live show.
Wow! I'm glad I
Flying
got
out.
that one.
Exactly, you were lucky. And I just want to put that, I mentioned labradorite, because this is what, I think this is such a gorgeous choice. And then our frosted white quartz, I mean, heaven.
Yeah.
That is heaven. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So get your Botswana, because we've got our lovely labradorite here as well. In the same size rounds, they're faceted, and then you've got those shillers of gold and blue.
Yeah, you can see that popping through there,
Yeah.
can't you, on that lab? Yeah, I've
just moving
been, holding. I like to hold a gemstone. Oh, look at that!
I
Then.
know.
Yeah, I like to hold the gemstones, and on this particular gemstone, That Sheila there is stunning, isn't it? It's popping through all of the rest of what's going on in there.
And they're gold, and then they're blues, and then sometimes they're greens or the purples. And we don't have a lot of high-grade labradorite in stock, actually. So, and it's, again, it's a very pretty one to accessorise with, because you can either go with the pinks or the blues that the Sheila's
again,
display.
It's a really great mixer gemstone.
So, 115 carats. I am limited on double figures on the stock of this. And when you see Sheila's... I've started already, haven't I? Linda's jewellery later on, you'll want to be creating your own, I know. So, for both of those strands, $7.95 each. They're a match made in heaven. They really are beautiful. And that's just great affordability, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Most definitely. If you don't know what to do with it now, I mean, please have it, because again, you know, once you've got it home and you start to look at it, I'm sure the ladies will agree over there that when you start to look at gemstone, that's when the happens, doesn't it? You know, and you keep it simple, or you can go a little bit more decorative with it. But the faceting on that Botswana is superb.
Can't take my eyes off it.
No. Look at that stripy one.
I know, next to the Sheila on the labradorite. Yeah. And last but not least, because it's a wonderful fusion that ties them all together.
No, that's right. That frostedness has given it some texture.
Yeah, and they're faceted, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
beautiful.
They're cracked quartz, frosted as well. So you've got the crackle. So actually, when you look in it, it looks like, you know, if you put ice then into your glass,
gin and tonic. Absolutely, definitely.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? And frosted.
Because it's faceted, it is going to reflect any other colour that you put with that gemstone.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, look at the Sheila on that.
I know. I know. It's just all the colours there as well in your Botswana. They're just beautiful, aren't they? $9.95. Great staple as well. And they look so pretty with that Chinese jade.
Yes.
I mean, that's
a great mixture of gemstone I've got
Ice
today.
white and crisp blue. $9.95 for the frosted, faceted white agate. So any immediate ideas, honey, with
I've
what
got
we've got?
A few little sort of ideas bouncing around in my head. But since I've been back off holiday, I've found that the pieces of jewellery I've done since I've been home have very much evolved when I started to make them. So I think it's just a tip, don't over worry your jewellery making process. You know, as I said, just said before, look at the gemstones, feel them, and then just begin. And more often than not, then, you know, that piece of jewellery will evolve. I mean, obviously you can look through magazines and things, but once you've been making jewellery for a couple of hours, you're very much experienced, even a couple of hours to be. I think you'll agree, won't you, that, you know, it's such a gratifying hobby to have.
That's right, because they said, you know, yesterday they said it is gratifying because within 10 minutes you can see results.
You can see results, and you become totally and it's so soothing, I think.
Wonderful. Well, I'll leave you to that, honey.
Great, thank you.
We've got the whole show, and we've got to pick up on the heart
much.
technique with the hematite, and the 3 new kits still to come, so we'll join Linda. Now, I'm going to go over here for the lac beads, a little bit of a feast special. I've been showing you, teasing you with a few different ones. These I love. These make me think of, you know, we had the brown obsidian in the 6-strand bead box. These make me think of the black and white obsidian. Look at all the shapes. We've got like a lampshade shape. We've got twisty nuggets. We've got rounds. We've got donuts. We've got triangles. Good. We've got squares. I think that's the lot, isn't it? I'm just going to give you the... There we go. We've got one, square, triangle, twisty, lantern, round and donut. So you've got 6 different shapes there, if I've counted right. Yeah. 6 different beautiful, beautiful shapes. And you get 22 in. They're so striking. Beautiful, beautiful. 22. They're working out at 91 pence each. How beautiful are those? 22 of them in all those different shapes. And gorgeous. If you just got your trucker shell, you know, those lovely rich creams. Or we've got, we had the lovely black tourmaline yesterday. If you're mixing it in maybe with your pearls. So it's more of a cream and a black, isn't it? Rather than a, it's like a magnolia in a black actually, rather than a white. And they're made out of the resin, as it were, handmade. And these are all Indian lac beads, all handmade. It is called Magnolia. Lost the power of speech this one. It is called Magnolia, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful with that 3-strand pat that you just got, you know, the troc shell. Absolutely gorgeous. The trocker shell, as it were, the trocker shell. I think that would look lovely as well with some of the woods, you know, the darker ones we've got coming up as well. So, so beautiful. 22, what did we work it out as? 91 pence each. And these are handmade. Handmade resin lac beads. So those of you who've made perhaps your Sculpey clay beads will know the kind of effort that goes into them. But we've already got these made. You've got the lovely 6 variety of shapes, the donut, the round, the square. They're all drilled and with quite an ample hole actually. So if you are placing them on cord or ribbon, very striking. Have you worked with the lac beads, girls? Have you worked with those, Carrie and Julie? No, not yet. Have you seen them in the flesh?
No.
No, well, you'll have to have a little circle and have a little look, see what you think, see if you like them.
I like the blue ones.
The blue ones I showed earlier, yes. I'll come to those, yes, because they go with what you're working with today. Perhaps we could treat you and splash them over your direction.
Yeah.
I think we should. Let's bring in the price, because I've got lots of different ones. I've got some red, I've got some dusky pastel colours. $19.95 for 22. Well, if you were doing the maths, you'd already worked that out. They're less than £1 each. And they really are a feature in your designs. Again, it's like I was saying earlier about the wood. You know, when you've just got 1 or 2 in the design, you don't have to go over the top. They're very, very eye-catching. Or you could just have 2 of the donuts and then go smaller, you know, with a little round black tourmaline and then a smaller colour of another gem and kind of create a tiered earring. I mean, they're beautiful. Look at that. It's like the silhouette of flowers growing in a garden, isn't it, or something? Beautiful. Alrighty. I've got my other ones as well with the copper detail, as it were, silver-coloured copper detail. These are just bonkers. These are. Look at these. They're, again, so striking. We all love these here at Jewellery Maker because they really make a feature of your jewellery. They really make the pieces stand out. So I've got my larger sort of rice bead, my large rounds, my small rounds. So you get 4 of each. So you get 4 different shapes. And sorry, you get 4 of the smaller rounds, 2 of the rice bead shape with the swirls and the sort of little rounds, and then you get another 2 of the large rounds, another 2 of the rice beads. Yeah, it's like 2 of each, and then the smaller ones with the swirls, you get 4 of those. Did I explain that, or have I gone really round the houses with that one? 14 in total. Yeah. There we go. I've tried to line them up. So you get 4 of these, 2 of these. You can see how they're different. 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, and then 2 of those. So they've all got their little individual features. So 14 in total. Beautiful. Already becoming limited stock. Look at all of that. Silver-plated copper detail. And again, all done by hand. It's like it's been wrapped with chain, hasn't it? And it's so eye-catching on your designs. This works out, I mean, like the last set, great value for money in my book. Great value for money in terms of the price point. You only need a few dotted in your designs. And for 14, already proving limited in stock. I know, it's crazy. It's not even £1 each. $12.95 for all 14, and that's silver plate copper detail, all done by hand. And those of you that done that, like I said, on your Sculpey clay or any of your silver clay work, will know how much time and dexterity that takes to do. They're such a feature. They are so beautiful. They're such a feature. Can you believe that price? $12.90. You can imagine the time and effort it would take to make these. You'd be there for forever. I wouldn't have the patience. Julie wouldn't have the patience. Julie would not have the patience for that, given her style, she says. $12.95, but already limited stock. So again, oh well, everything with they go with all the kits today. Great with the black tourmaline that you might have picked up yesterday, or that offer on the onyx. So striking and individual. I've got a cheeky little bracelet stroke earring set later on with, oh my word, the most sensational black spinel and moonstone you've ever seen in all your born days. And I love the way the black spinel is cut. And you could just put a cheeky little one. Look at this. Look at these. Can you see the way they're drilled at the back twice over? I don't know if you can see that because it's so dark. Yeah. You could actually just put 3 and make a ring. I'm just looking at these, you know, with your lac beads. Oh, just beautiful. Alrighty, I'm gonna get ready because after this we've got our first new kit. It's bold and it's beautiful and it's got the red malachite in it. Ooh. And we will be talking to, she says dropping everything, we will be talking to Linda about the first stage of our heart design. It's in the 3rd new kit that she's actually created this, but we'll be starting our talking, you know, about how we create this look, and we'll take you through the first stage of it right up after this.
We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at Jewellery Maker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a carrying case with an embossed Jewellery Maker logo. Stay tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill. Jewellery Maker are proud to present our new range of Lisa Pavelka border moulds. Make incredible polymer and silver clay border designs to embellish your creations quickly and easily. Each mould contains 4 different borders which give a wide range of textures and patterns. Use alongside our crafting foils and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view a full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
Add to your collection with our macrame and knotting DVD, which is full of hints and tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designers Laura Liggy and Debbie Bulford as they take you through how to create half-hitch knots, square knots and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
We're just discussing the wealth of beauty in our knockout kit because they are so huge. I was just saying, you know, I'd have to get myself another little strand because I'm mixing the shapes because they're just so beautiful and big and bold. Look at these. These have really caught my eye because I was just thinking of the warm rosewood colours. They just look so good, I think, with some of the woods that we've got. They're so beautiful. 1,090 red malachite rounds, 2 centimetres each. Then we've got these red agate twisted ovals. And they have such a rich, almost like a carnelian colour, terracotta red. 270 carats, ranging from 20 to 15 millimetres. Sorry, 430 carats. And then you have the multicoloured quartz ovals, and they've got such pretty speckled patterns in them. Lovely coffee colours, silver colours like your labradorite. Oh, it's just sensational. Never seen your malachite like this because this is your dyed malachite. You've got your green malachite, you see, and this is nice actually because malachite a copper mineral, as it were, and here it's almost got the coppery tones, but the distinctive beauty in your malachite lies in the banding. Can you see that? And you can still see this in this gorgeous strand, and they've got such a fabulous, I mean, they look like satin, don't they, the oranges there. And look at the tones, the different colours there. Chocolate to almost like a khaki green. That ties in beautifully with the quartz that's been chosen to go with it. And that's, you know, just in those, that little bit there. Look at all the different colours. If we've ever had the malachite before, you are talking normally the 8mm rounds or the little puffy ovals. I've never seen malachite as big as this. And your red, your beautiful reds there. Gorgeous. And it's such a beautiful rare gemstone, and I can feel, you know, they're fairly weighty because that's 1,090 carats. So each one, again, you know, each one is cool, about 100 carats. That is my guesstimate, because there's about, no, there's more than that. Sorry, about 50 carats each. Forgive me. There's on the strand, so they're averaging about 50 carats each. Just let me just put this around the neck, Ollie, because this is just, you get a real sense of the proportion here. And this is a really sizable, lovely, chunky. I mean, it's knockout basically, because the knockout size and impact of the jewellery. So you've got a gem of beautiful positivity here. Your gorgeous protective malachite, gorgeous one that's supposed to promote us to, you know, embrace change and a bit of risk taking, but there's no risk with Jewellery Maker. 30-day money-back guarantee, and beautifully matched up now with our twisted ovals. Look at those. I've seen you use these as pendants, and that lovely twist in them. Those terracotta reds, those burnt sienna reds, fusing beautifully because there's something more matte to the high polished gleam. There's a lovely contrast there, not just of shape, but of sort of visual texture, isn't there? These are more matte with the banding. These have got the twisty, and there's a lovely high gloss gleam on their luster. So two absolutely cracking strands. I mean, if we were to sell these separately, you know, what, at least $9.95, okay? And then I'm giving you my guesstimate in terms of what I'm seeing here by Jewellery Maker standards. And then that bad boy, that's got to be at least $16.95. At least, and the rest probably closer to 20 because it's malachite. And look at the, and I'm not saying that's the value of the worth. I'm saying the incredible price points we can go to when we send, you know, Linda and Sheila off to the far real realms of Asia to source us beautiful gems and what have you. Right, doesn't just stop there, because we've got our beautiful multicoloured quartz, 20 by 15 millimetres. And look at the patterns in this. You see all the little inclusions in the quartz. Almost looks like little leaves. Some of the black, some of the more golden hues. Some have little flecks. Some have little amber golds in there as well. So again, another different shape to explore. That, I mean, gosh, there's a bit already that bundle earlier. I'm just thinking of the mookites. I'm thinking of those, the banana coloured wood. I'm thinking of, well, I'm just thinking of all the other smoky quartz I could put with this as well. But we've literally put in a kit everything that you need to get started in Jewellery Maker. So our regulars are already on the phone line, because it's not just about the 3 gem strands, which are stunning, real gemstones, and are rocking up. I'm trying to do the maths here. 1,790 carats of genuine gemstones, quartz, malachite, and agate. We've also got the silver. And this silver enables you to start making your jewellery, whether it be earrings, a stunning statement necklace, bracelet, free DVD and booklet, new buyers, free DVD and booklet, yeah, which will explain techniques every day. You know, we have our guest designer with us taking us through step-by-step techniques. We're going to be looking at the heart technique today. We've got our guests with us on the Sunday Sofa. That was once a week, so everybody shares their ideas on our Facebook family as well. So if you've got any questions, we're going to hopefully answer Lynn's question about the S-clasp yesterday. You can text us in as well today. That malachite. So we've got to be, okay, 20, 10. I'll give you a super duper price point on that one. £40, and then our silver £50 with all our findings. Surely we're in the realm of almost £60. Surely, when you were to even buy Jewellery Maker standards, you know, buy them separately. Those malachites are amazing. That beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous gemstone there, the majority of which we get from Brazil. Look at the size of them. I'd pay this just for the malachite strand, quite frankly. I really would. Just for this kind of... Look at that. That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This is what we meant about, you know, keeping it all self-contained. Now, the girls to my side might have been expecting that because they're used to Jewellery Maker prices, but you at home might be watching for the first time and thinking to yourself, that is just ridiculous. What would you say about the value of the kits? What would you say to somebody new watching, Carrie or Julie?
Good value.
Yeah, they're really good value.
Really good value?
Because you can just get it home, open it and start.
And start?
Yeah.
And have a play. Don't be frightened.
Yeah, it's much better to get the kits, and you've got lots more in the kit
Yeah.
to have a go at.
We like to build the value in because we know you can buy the strands separately, but when we put 3 together and the findings and the threading material, it keeps the cost low, doesn't it?
It's good for a beginner.
It is, isn't it? It's perfect. We get regulars, you know, they'll buy a kit and it'll just increase their store, but they'll also tune in and get the separate strands as well, and they'll mix them over. But for a starter, you know, it's got everything you need. And Julie and Carrie with us here today found us purely by accident on our free view number 43. Live show 9 till 1, and then we get repeated, and you can look at our tutorials on the YouTube. Should we go see Linda? Let's do it. Those malachites are fabulous, Linda. And what a necklace you've made.
Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they?
Beautiful, beautiful. You kept it very simple, but
Yeah.
boy, big on the impact.
Yeah, very simple, very, very simple techniques going on there. That's just,
Weave.
yeah, that if you're using large rounds and you do that weave, which essentially is the basis of a beady bead weave, but on either side, just weave 3 large gemstones. You see there's 3 large gemstones woven.
I just hold that out, yeah.
Either side, and then going into half of a beady bead technique. And then when you wear it, you'll find it will change. See how the weight?
Yes, how it drops.
So it
I
gives
just put this
you
up to...
sort of is it a 2D or a 3D? It gives you a
Yeah,
3D actually.
they kind of just
It's
fall
3D,
over themselves,
yes.
don't they?
Yeah, they do. And then you get this sort of weight line at the front, which then mimics like a chunk of gemstone, like almost a random chunk. But the beading thread also there is being part of the design.
Yes, yes,
So,
it is. It's holding them out. It's spacing them out.
Because
isn't
they're
it?
large gemstones, I thought if we put 4 strands of beading thread and use 2
Yes.
and a 2, it just gives a little bit more of a strength in terms of design
Yes.
to the finished piece.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
because you've got large gemstones, then you know you can quite, as long as it threads through, which these gemstones will
They
take
do, yeah.
upwards probably of 8 strands.
Gorgeous, absolutely
Going through them.
gorgeous. And then just some lovely simple earrings there.
Keep it simple on gemstones of this quality.
bracelet.
And this size and shape, really.
And dividing the colours up there. You've got your quartzes, you see, because these are all genuine gemstones, real natural gemstones. Yours are darker, you see, in your strands. So
Yeah,
and
it's
then you've
very
got,
much
the
that's the
malachites.
beauty of gemstone. You know, you're not going to get exactly what I've got
No.
here. Yours will be a surprise.
Right, what can you show me, honey?
Well, because we're going to do the heart technique
Yes, yes.
through the show, which features in the piece that Fee's got over there, then these little earrings here, which I think are really quite cute, in themselves, we're using 3 head pins. If you can see those 3 little bobbles.
Yeah, I can see the
on
3 head
end.
pins there.
We're taking 3 head pins through one of the oval gemstones there. So
I wouldn't have thought 3 could go through there, if I'm honest.
it
But
does. I mean, you may well have to use Jewellery, which you'll get in your toolkit, just to give it a little bit more room. But I found that that they've passed through the first gemstone that I've taken.
you mentioned a
up here,
toolkit now,
so-
and I haven't got one because I've given it
No,
to the
I
girls.
haven't actually. Yes, mine went over
We've got
there
any?
as well.
We're using all the tools. Well, that's the bigger one, isn't it? We've got the smaller ones as well. Oh, that's a mishmash now. That's all right, darling. Don't you worry. Don't worry. We'll find another one. But she's on about the tools that you can see Linda working with right now. The $9.95.
Yeah, inside the toolkit, you
The
get
reamer.
what we call is a reamer. This has got some gizmo technique going on it as well. And this you just put inside, push it into your gemstone like this, and gently. I mean, don't force it. Just gently, just do a gentle turn of the wrist. Just to make that hole just slightly larger. You'll often find that the inner tunnel there is considerably wider anyway.
Yes.
I have no idea why, but that's what normally works. So it's just the entrance.
Yes, if you've got a
that
blockage.
you need to ream.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, it's £9.95 the toolkit, and it's the bottom of the screen there. So these are the tools. You'll see Linda's got the round nose pliers there.
All the tools in that
that's
kit.
all you need to get
what
started.
You need.
Yeah.
They're all that you need. Anyway, what I've done here is I've just, as you can see, I've taken through 3 head pins have gone through that gemstone. And then just sort of leave them quite proud, but with one centre one that's marginally longer than the other 2. So you've got a good centre point there. And then just really with a fingernail, just slightly curve those 2 outside ones out a little. And then taking your round nose pliers, you'll now be able to get them in. And just do a little gentle curve. On both of the outside ones, we're just going to curve them to the right and to the left, okay? So that you've got, I mean, you'll fiddle with them until you get them exactly right, but that's the beauty of any hobby, is just to fiddle with it until you get it exactly, you know, to your eye, how you want it. And then the centre one, just bring up perhaps a different way, just bring it up perhaps to the centre there like that, so that you've just got 3 little sort of coat hooks is the way to describe them,
that's a good description.
But it's just quite, having the little silver balls on the end, it's just quite, you know, a little bit of drawing to the eye on what is already a beautiful gemstone. And then you've obviously then got a mirror image at this end of 1 shorter and the 2 longer ends to your head pins. So all I did was randomly just do a little twirl on all of them, bend the one away, just bring them down as low or as high as you want to. Again, don't worry too much about making them all look exactly the same. In this case, I'm going to make one higher than the other, and then just bring it in a little bit, and then take one of the silver earring findings that you've got in the kit, open it out, and then with one of the little twists that you've made on the earring there, just dangle it from one of them, and then you've got a little bit of technique at the top. When I say technique, it's just you can probably make that a lot neater than I have. I'm just under time pressure, really.
It's just a nice way to use
but
the head pins, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a different way.
Decorative way.
I did sort of say a few weeks ago that perhaps we could have a go at using the mechanics in our kits, you know, and making them evolve a bit outside of the gemstone as well.
And you're going to show us later as well Lynn's question to her text.
Yes, on her
about the
S-class.
S. We haven't forgotten about you, Lynn. Thank you for your text. But we just want to move over to the first stage of our heart. So if I just show you this, because it's our third kit.
I'm not going to use, I mean, this is a kit that's coming up later, which is stunning. It's my most favourite kit I've worked with in an age. I absolutely love it. But the little heart shape, I know it's been done before on Jewellery Maker, but I just thought with the small gemstone in this case, with the larger one, it really worked well as a focal point. So this heart shape will evolve with all types of round, whether they're faceted or whether they're not faceted, or even bicone shapes it'll work beautifully with as well. And we're just going to slowly go through that technique, because if I go through the whole thing at once,
it's too much, isn't it?
So you can just, if you're recording the show, which is a good idea, you can then rewind the show at points to find each step. But I promise you, at some point, we're hoping to get this technique onto a DVD, but we have no idea.
We're actually going to use the amethyst that we've got in the second kit.
The amethyst from the second kit.
But that code on your screen, just to reiterate, is for this first kit with the malachite and the agate twist. So, because that's coming up later. But we are showing you the first step of the technique.
Yeah. So essentially, it's the beginning of the heart shape is essentially the beady bead technique. So we put 3 gemstone onto a piece of beading thread, monofilament, whichever medium that you're using, and thread them to the centre of the thread, and then just pass one end of the thread back through the gemstone that you thread on last, and then just draw it up, and we'll get this little diamond or square shape, whichever way that you're looking at it. And then what we do then is we thread on 2 gemstones if you remember what I'm saying now, thread on 2, okay, because this is where it just slightly changes from, it's exactly the same way it works out, but it's just that the way I want to describe it to you is to thread on 2 gemstone and then another 1 we'll put onto the other side. In this case, we're going to put it onto the other side because it's going to make it more simple for you to see. So that 1 gemstone there that we've threaded on, we're going to pass down through the
So we had 2
thread.
one side,
yeah, and 1
on the other side. That's
and
crucial,
then
isn't it?
Take the opposite side of the thread and just draw that through. So we're going to get what essentially, as I say, is the beginning part
of the beading, isn't it? Yeah.
of the beading,
Yeah.
okay? And then on this, what we're going to now is remember, now I'm going to have to do this upside down, I'm afraid. So my top is going to be your bottom. So if you can remember that my top thread is going to be the bottom thread on camera. So my top thread now, I'm going to thread on 2 more beads.
That amethyst is such lovely quality, isn't it?
It's
that second
beautiful.
kit. Just looks beautiful. This technique just goes to show you how fabulous it looks with the gems.
It's beautiful. So we're going to thread on 2 on there, and then we're going to thread another 1. If you can remember that, I'm threading 3 on altogether, but I'm calling it 1 and a 2. And then on the 1 that we've just threaded, we're going to pass the other side that we haven't threaded onto
back through it.
Okay. And now we're going to get, you can see the heart is starting to evolve. Okay, you can almost see the heart shape is starting to evolve. Yeah. So essentially what we've now got are 3 sets of 4. Okay?
And does that conclude our first
That
stage?
concludes the first part of it. So if you didn't quite catch that and you've recorded it, you can rewind it. But the heart shape is starting to, you can see the sort of top part of the heart shape evolving now, and you've got 3 sets of 4. We'll come back to that in a little while.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, darling. Appreciate that. It's nice to take it slowly, step by step, because it's a lot to take in all in one presentation, isn't it? So limited stock already of that first kit. It's got to be due to that fantastic malachite, but beautiful, beautiful 3 strands together. You've got your monofilament in there, you've got your beading thread and your elastic if you want to keep it simple. And at $24.95, it's proving a sellout success. So still availability though, and loads of lovely wood still to come. I've got these actually incidentally, you know, we've got our little lac bead section. I think these, I mean, I don't know what you think. Don't you think they would look beautiful with the kit in terms of those apple reds and dark burgundy reds? Yeah, they'd be beautiful, wouldn't they? If you just wanted to add, you know, another element to your kit. Works really gorgeous, so watch out for those later on in the show as well. I'm going to have a little look at, I don't think anything can beat Bernard the Bear yesterday, but I'm going to have a look at some of your entries for this week's Wall of Fame. Alrighty, Julie, I don't want to spoil it because it's all getting a bit cramped now, and I don't want to mess up your... So I'll just teeter on the edge here, honey. Right, this is number 363, and this is Pauline from Glasgow, and it's her second entry for the Wall of Fame, using the Baroque pearls that Ed brought in the other day, and a sterling silver heart. She says, I made it for a colleague's 40th birthday who absolutely loved it. Hope it makes it on at the weekend, and love the show and all the team. That's Pauline from Glasgow. Well, I hope your friend loved it. Isn't that beautiful?
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that? Gosh, I'd love that. If somebody made one for me. 363, absolutely beautiful. So good luck, Pauline. And oh wow, look at this ring. Do you want to read this one for me, Julie? Look at this ring. Look at that. 364. Lovely bit of wirework technique there.
Hi everyone at JM, here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, a frosted rose quartz ring, gemstone and wire, all from JM. I am now addicted to wirework after watching the awesome Rachel Norris.
Ah.
From Cindy of Ipswich.
Ah, Cindy, gorgeous. And talking of gorgeous, number 366, would you read that one out for me, Carrie? This is Donna, and I think this is stunning. It's your colours as well.
It is, yeah. I've been making jewellery not for long, but I absolutely love it. I'm still getting to grips with everything, but thought I would share a few pics with you from Donna.
Donna, we love that. That is beautiful, Donna, yeah. Good luck for the prize draw. And finally, number 365, this is Michelle. And this is a bracelet made from citrine nuggets, mystic crackle quartz and silver-plated copper wire. I've been making jewellery for a few years. I've been watching Jewellery Maker since it started. Oh, should I you, Julie? I've learned so much and it's given me the confidence to try out new techniques. Keep up the good work. Love from Michelle. Well, good luck, Michelle. Number 365. You can just bob that behind you, beautiful. All right, more to read out later. Although Bernard's over there. He's on the wall still. And let's just have a quick look at that kit and I'll leave you to it, girls. I can see you're really busy. They've been very industrious there. So good, we started with good stock, good availability, I should say, already down to limited stock. So again, it's like a lot of our kits, you know, you see them once on air, you tend not to see them again. I mean, I had one that sold out in the live show, and I expect all 3 of these to do that today. So please don't miss out. If you love it and you like it, dip your toes in, give us a call, New Jewellery Makers. We'll be looking at our designs later on as well. So I'm sure we can inspire you today. We'll be right back after this, so don't go anywhere.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
Add to your collection with our Beading Basics DVD, which introduces you to some simple but effective beading techniques. Join some familiar faces as you follow our guest designers through their easy step-by-step tutorials. You'll be shown techniques such as the woven leaf pendant, the 3-strand weave, and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Jewellery Maker are proud to introduce Lisa Pavelka Water Slide Transfers. These transfers are sure to enhance your silver and polymer clay designs. Each pack contains an extensive collection of images from Art Deco to symbols and nature print. These easy-to-use sheets will come with full instructions and tips for use. They are a great way to embellish options. Use alongside our border moulds and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
Brand new in, it's a 3-strand pack. If you've been watching this weekend, you'll know our 3-strand packs are absolutely super affordable. And just fabulous to work with in terms of increasing your store or starting with a 3-strand pack and then perhaps going for the silver findings or some, you know, our other threading materials here on the show, or adding to an existing kit that you've already got. So what have we got in the 3-strand pack? Well, we've got our beautiful hematite rice beads, which you know immediately is going to go with that 3rd new kit. Perfect with the 2nd kit. These lovely agates, as it were, beautiful with our 1st kit, I think. You know, there's lovely green tones. We were picking up tones of that. Sorry, the fancy jasper there. Now, look at that jasper. You've got those lovely rose pinks. You've got gorgeous dark, almost forest greens, bottle green. Almost like a teal blue. You could start to separate the tonality in the colours or keep them as they are together, because there's violets and there's purples in there as well when you start to just look at them all individually. And then we've got the pretty puffy hearts. Aren't they beautiful? Look at those. And look at that one, that's almost got the purples in there, as well as the dark greens, and then the gold and the ambers, and then you tie it in with one of the rondelles. And we've got the hematite as well. 3-strand pack, 690 carats. I'm thinking of those kits, and I'm thinking of my next little section, which has got lots of the lovely sort of, I think it's a chosen by you. Is it chosen by you or of? Oh my word. Just died and gone to heaven. I've just seen the jewellery made out of it. Beautiful. Beautiful. 5x8 in the rondelles, 10mm on the hearts, and we love that cut. Love, love, love that cut. And an 8x12 then on the hematite rice beads, which are just fabulous. That iron ore rich gem, that gem of inward peace there. Beautiful. Ah. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous tones. Gorgeous colours. You know, you can separate, the, like I said, there's dark green. Once you take apart one of these strands, as Linda was saying earlier, and start to play with them, you get a better understanding of the colours, how they're going to work together. But nature's already done this. Look how that pink and that green, you might not have thought of putting those two together, but look how the malachite, well, I've got some malachite coming up, but the pink tones of that malachite we had in the first kit, and then you've got the greens in there anyway. They're like jelly beans, aren't they? They're just such beautiful colours. Lovely cuts as well. You've got rondelle, heart, and the rice bead, so it's not always just about the rounds, is it? We've got different articulation of shapes and sizes here to explore as well. New today, you're the first person to see it. Brand new on air. And I've got such, you know, I'm thinking of those green forest greens. They're going to work with those ebony woods we've got, and the Patican wood coming up as well. It's a 3-strand pack. So, you know, even one of our best price points this morning has been $7.95. No, it was a wood strand, wasn't it? $6.95. If you missed that, stay watching for the peppered wood. So £7 each. Even if we go with that as a price point, we're looking at £21. Seriously. I've had the wrong teeth in all weekend. The power, it's not good being a presenter and losing the power of speech. It's not helpful, is it, Linda?
It certainly isn't. Nice.
Oh dear, sounds like you've been on the sauce. Okay, let's give you a fabulous saucy price. Whoa! £12.45. £3.15 each, Ollie. What do you reckon to that, son? Have a bit of that. £3.15. That's just, no, sorry, £4.15. I can't add up. £4.15. Bargain. Do you think the bundles are a bargain, ladies? They are. Yeah. Have you got a big store at home?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Really? Does it ever grow and then become depleted, or?
It never
just
gets
keeps
depleting,
growing.
it just grows.
It ever grows. Can't resist. This is the problem. This is the problem. Beautiful. Let me bring you as well, brand new today. Let me move these, well, back in, or new to my eyes and gorgeous, basically. A special offer, I should say, because they were new. Let's bring you my special offer. Great special offer on this strand. Oh, sorry, I just keep looking at beautiful things down there. We saw these in the white quartz yesterday. We saw these in the, the black tourmaline, was it? Or onyx, was it? I was trying to remember which one. Yes, it was the onyx, wasn't it? And the smoky quartz is smoking hot. You can see the clarity of that aluminium-rich gemstone because you can see the strand going through it. And there's so much on that strand. It's such a weighty strand as well. Like I said, you know, you could just, you know those woods we had earlier, the one that I won't let Kim take away from me because I don't ever want to be parted from it ever again. You could just put like the lovely glittering rondelle of smoky quartz in between each one. And, you know, you're using a fraction of the strand. See how the muted, buff, lovely shininess of that wood and then the glittering, starry aspect of that, you know, transfers your jewellery from daytime to night. Beautiful, beautiful integrity and brilliance. Oh, that's cracking. The quality is exactly what we put in our Jewellery on Gems TV. It's that flawless to my eye. The colour, you know, those golden, rich, smoky tones. It's not dull. You wouldn't call this dull brown, would you, ladies? There's nothing dull about smoky quartz, is there? And it goes with everything, doesn't it? Do you like smoky quartz?
Yeah, I love it.
I've yet to find out what these two girls don't like, actually, if I'm honest. I think that would be an easier question, wouldn't it?
There isn't anything.
No.
There you go. It is the law of jewellery making. There's nothing I don't like. You can come again, the two of you. You're brilliant. And it's true. I know this is a favourite of our Sheila. She's not with us today, but she loves her smoky quartz, doesn't she? You do as well, yeah?
Yeah, I do, absolutely.
It just goes with everything.
Yeah, yeah. If you like your blacks and that's the next one, isn't it?
Yes, that would look so pretty with your blue Chinese jade.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I think just fantastic.
would you pass me a ball, an orb? just so I can show everybody. Have you got a spare orb there? Because the duck blue, thank you, darling. You never get anything done with me around, do you? Just look at that. Look at the colour, the chocolate with that blue, sky blue. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
You've got your ebony wood code at the bottom of the screen there in case you're thinking, what were those petals you just showed me, Fee? $6.95. The Chinese jade that we had earlier, we can't get the code, but it was $9.95. It's at the beginning of the show. We'll try and do that later. YKQZ05. YK5 was the code. If you're thinking, actually, I like that. But if you're watching on the repeats, watch at the start because it's in Linda's challenge. Please don't miss out. Look at the length of it. I always look at these and think they seem longer than the other strands. Maybe it's just because you just get more. I don't know what it is. Clearly they're not, but they just seem as though there seems to be more in there. Does that make sense? It does look longer. I think it's because of the cut. The rondelles, you're just getting more gems, aren't you? Yeah, and the sparkle and the light. It's just golden brown, champagne brown. You know, there's nothing dull or lackluster about them. Where's my torch? Where's my torch? Let's light up the beauty. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Look at those honey tones. Look at the clarity, the faceting. You know, if you're getting the natural light behind them, sometimes when I've just put things down, they can look a bit muted and dull in the studio. You can see it better on our close-up, obviously, but what I can see is what I'm showing you now. You see all of the colours. You might see me describing these colours and thinking, I can't see any of that. Well, can you see it now? Lovely. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. So in your natural daylight, really going to sparkle. And an absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. You know how to get involved. It's a free phone number. It's a very special offer for you. £11.45 straight down. Bargain. Think of the jewellery we'd make together, Linda. It'd be never ending, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. They're such a great shape as well, and anything in my book, if it's faceted, I've got to buy it.
Well, exactly, because it's sparkle-tastic.
Yeah.
But the inner integrity is beautiful as well, which is why I shone the torch on it.
Well, I think that's a nice word for smoky quartz. It is. It's got a lot of integrity, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah.
Yeah, inner beauty.
Yeah, and I do think that you've got to see it. To see that glorious, deep, dark chocolate browns that...
Lovely with that box, that 6-strand beadie box the girls are working with, you know, with the dyed perlite and the brown chocolate obsidian.
I don't think there's another gemstone that can come up to the same quality of colour as the quite, you know, if you like those. Yeah.
Every single one is exactly identical.
And with those pearls, I'm just thinking those pearls.
Those beautiful pearls. Do you remember the one? Oh, the trocker pearls, shell pearls.
Yeah. And then those gorgeous strand of pearls that you... Oh, wow.
Shall I do those red lac beads, darling, that we just saw with our first kit? And then I'll do... I'll do the brightly coloured ones, and then I'll do those red ones I showed you with the kits. You know, the knockout kit. This is just colour-tastic. I've got gold and the browns. I've got the black and the white choice here as well. But then I've got stepping into spring, and I love these two colours together, the purple and the pink. It's not something I've got a lot of or wear a lot of, but when you see it, it's just beautiful. So you get a little set of 4 of each and then 6 of the black and the white. So it's like you're able to try and test a little bit of the both there. So if you're thinking, well, I like those, but I'd like a bit of the coloured ones as well, Phoebe. And if you've got any of those cube tiger's eye that I had in this last week, or was it last? I can't remember, it all melts into one. They would look fantastic because, you know, you see chocolate one side, then you see gold the next side. Beautiful. I do love chunky asymmetric necklaces. I just think they're very eye-catching. So pretty. That pink and that purple is just like, ooh, pow. And obviously the gem ground dust, if you like, into the lacquer bead there as well. With the goldy colour there, beautiful. Like a glitter gold, isn't it? It's beautiful. So there are your shapes. You get 4 of the smaller rounds, 2 of the large, those magnolia black and cream, and then 4 of those beautiful gold cubes, as it were, and then 6 of these lovely, bright, vibrant, they're almost like the lollipops in Willy Wonka's factory, aren't they? If it's Sculpey isn't a route you've taken yet, you know, these were all hand done. It's a very similar, if you like, technique. But of course, these are handmade. We've done it for you already. It is the resin lac beads, as it were. I know they've proved very popular. Any of the ones we've had before, I mean, we've gone back in stock now, but any of the ones we've had before have gone like really have, because they look so beautiful in the jewellery as well. But here we've got a nice little spread of the colours. So we could split it with a friend, or we're going down the more traditional monochromatic look, like we had a 3-strand pack yesterday, or if we want to glitz and glamour it up with the richness of the amethyst, we can go with the gold, or we can really keep it fun and funky, you know, with the pinks and the purples there, have that stepping into spring with style there and the colour. Might be that, you know, you have a favourite. Do you have a favourite colour that you tend to work with, Carrie or Julie?
Blues and
your
pinks,
blues,
yeah.
yes, you did say blues. Your blue tiger's eye and your necklace gives it away.
Mine are more the browns.
Browns, oh, right. So we did well to give you all those lovely woods today. There you go, so she loves the smoky quartz. So this is a nice split, isn't it? They're working out at 83 pence each. This is a bargain, I love them. All the way around, you know, like that cube. Elongated cube, as it were, all the way around. You can see the quality. Are you all right, Simon? You still with us, darling? You just can't wait to be adorned with jewellery and draped over, you know, 3 lovely ladies ready to wrap him in jewellery. Do you know what I mean? You can't wait. $14.95 straight down. It's, I've just been told working out at 83 pence each. So for under £15. And obviously if you're selling your jewellery, you know, you'll know what you're selling those pieces for. Beautiful. Okay. Very cost-effective way to... And it gives it a different edge to the jewellery, doesn't it? A little bit of something different from what you see from the norm. I think these are like the ruby slippers in The Wizard of Oz. They're like it's like an apple that's been dusted with glitter and then made into a lac bead. Look at that, strawberry red. Because you've got some that are the strawberry reds. Ooh, it's like, yeah, it's like a strawberry with sugar on the top. And then you've got some that are more of a cinnamon red. Does that make sense? Is that's the best way I can describe it? How would you describe it, Linda?
It's sort of terracotta to me. I can see the bit of strawberry going on in there, but
they're the strawberries, and they're the more...
Yeah, a sort of a real European, and you walk through all that bougainvillea and all that, you know, that type of pink. Yes, beautiful. So that's why we thought that first new kit, knockout kit. Definitely, yeah, texture-wise as well, it would work, wouldn't it? Yeah. Beautiful. And you get, how many? 16, 8 of each. There we go. Yeah, that's. Can you see that? Look at that, bubblicious. Looks like they've been dusted with sugar. Oh, it's like a juicy sweet with sugary coating, isn't it? 16. $14.95. Beautiful. There's a lovely warmth to them. It's not like pow pillar box red. There's a lovely sort of this like terracotta, as Linda said, lovely sort of cinnamon overtones there. And then strawberry red jams, but they're not, because they've kind of like been dusted, looking like they've got that sugary icing effect coating. It's muting the colour a bit. It's not like, you know, bright, vivid red. I think it's part of the beauty. You can see the difference on the close-up now. Beautiful. There's the knockout kit. We were down to limited stock with that fabulous red malachite in it, 1,090 carats. I'll keep talking about that all week. Isn't that beautiful? Alrighty, let's just put this down. Can I just show you my boy? Because, as you know, we did Panto this year, and for the first time, obviously, he came to see us. And all I can say is I'm really grateful, because I always play the evil characters. I'm really grateful I wasn't the witch this year, because he'd obviously been talking to them at nursery, and this is my Valentine's I got from him. He looks a bit surprised there, doesn't he? Bless him. He's 2.5 now. But this is what he'd told them, and they'd written on the back. And I love mommy and daddy. My mommy a fairy, my daddy funny. And I
I'm thinking, what kind of conversations is he having with them? And I'm so glad I wasn't the witch, because my mummy a witch.
Yeah,
my daddy funny.
Yeah.
So that's my little boy. That was his Valentine's message to me. So yeah, just had to share that with you. Alrighty, chosen by you now. Chosen by you. Linda Honeybun, I know, bless you, haven't got a moment to yourself here. Could I trouble you when you're ready to come over and just talk me through your designs and what have you? I'm just going to pick up this malachite because this is just astounding.
Yeah, great choice of gemstones. I was saying to you earlier, wasn't I, that green is really popular at the minute. Yeah. A lot of you are doing the chosen for yous, are coming in with the greens. Yeah. And I really thought it was quite inspiring on putting the malachite against the other sort of earthy greens of the other gemstone that we've got here, and the black onyx drops. It's great to. From my point of view, I think it's wonderful to see exactly what it is that you want out there by way of chosen for you.
Beautiful.
Don't you?
Yeah,
chosen
absolutely.
by you. I think it's a great way of knowing what you want.
My eye was drawn to, obviously, that necklace that features, well, a lot of the gemstones,
yes,
but the malachite especially now. We're just bringing the code up for the malachite, 410 carats. This used to be $29.95. Look at that. $29.95, but we've got a very special deal today. And when you think about the malachite we had in the knockout kit, this just goes to show you how fabulous, because it's beautiful. This is the green colours. This is natural malachite, as it were, and it's a copper-rich gem, and you get that beautiful banding. And like you said, in the Chosen by You, it's mixed beautifully with those fancy jaspers.
Yes.
Yeah. $19.95 though today, Linda.
Stunning value, absolutely
pretty in this bracelet.
Value.
You've just used a few with the chain.
Yeah, it's very simple. I mean, we just got the gold, this gold detail here at the front, which was the only gold that was put in the Chosen by You, and so I had a little bit of gold chain and thought that would look particularly nice.
Gorgeous.
I just like the malachite greens with the gold.
Yes.
Again, was a real surprise to me how warm.
Yes.
It looked. And I just thought that deserved to be quite simple as well, because of the charm at the front, the gold charm at the front is quite an intricate look.
Now,
busy.
I haven't mentioned it, I do apologise. Our Chosen by You was from Hannah, and these are the 10mm 410 carats of the malachites, and as we can see, not $29.95, $19.95, and she also picked agate, some green agate, some hematite triangles, a sterling silver findings pack, which was deluxe pieces, a venturine, some wire, some bloodstones. So, yeah, thank you, darling. So, Hannah, I'll get the email and we'll. Yeah. Okey-doke. So, do you want to read out the email, darling?
Okay. Right, Hannah, it's Hannah said, please find below the codes, etc. for the Chosen by You feature. I've included a few component parts as I feel it would be an interesting make, and it's always great to see how your guest designers work with findings and wire, etc. I must admit there was one or two items here, Hannah, that I didn't actually get.
So we've improvised.
We
hope you like that, and that's okay.
And a little bit of information about Hannah. She says that she's been in the jewellery trade for 10 years and making her own jewellery for 3. She studied gemology at the School of Jewellery in Birmingham and find gemstones, their properties and their formation absolutely fascinating. Well, that's right up your street,
absolutely.
Isn't it? The jewellery that she makes tends to be of a more masculine nature, and often I'm drawn to using metallic textures in my work. I've been part of the JM community now for 6 months after my friend Jess introduced me to the channel. I love the informative and fun nature of the show, and the presenters, guest designers and the call centre staff are absolutely delightful.
Ah, that's nice.
Thanks, Hannah. That's a great email. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah.
And thanks for giving me the opportunity of working with these as well.
Now, I picked up the Chinese bloodstone, the 3-strand pack, because I'm really pleased you picked this, Hannah, because we don't see it very often. And 565 carats, it's on your screen right now. It's not just the greens, is it? There's reds in there.
Again, a very different set to the one I I was given, which is, it's great to see.
Beautiful. You've used it in that necklace. You've used the different shapes.
Yeah.
And created,
yeah, that's the heart technique that we're going through at the moment.
Lovely.
With just a little bit of an additions within it, using, I mean, the wire that was included in the kit was 0.25, which essentially I would use for probably in tiara and comb work for, you know, wrapping gemstones on and everything.
It's on our website. Sorry we can't get the code up.
I'll talk about this bracelet down here in a minute. But so I've only used a small amount of the wire, Hannah, because of the nature of the gemstone. I thought was, you know, relatively heavy compared to the millimeters of the wire. But you know, I hope that you like it anyway. But
look at that price, Linda.
$7.95
for 3 strands.
I know, for 3 strands. I mean, I did look that up.
That can't be right. That right?
Well, yes, it's right.
$7.95.
Yeah, it is. It's right, and it's a lovely gemstone.
Get that with the malachite, and then we've got the green aventurine chain, funnily enough, because you've got that in your necklace, and then you've hung 2 beautiful malachites from it.
Yeah, that's a,
9 inches.
You know, another shade of green there, and again another texture, because it's quite. What would you how would you describe this sort of the look of that? It's quite frosted, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes.
Which I stone. I think that's really beautiful. I'm so pleased that you chose that.
There's a little sort of almost like a little pearly lustre coming off it,
There
of that
is.
frosting, isn't there? Like you said.
Yeah.
So $7.95 for the 3 strands of the Chinese bloodstone, and then at the bottom of the screen for $6.95 you've got the 9-inch faceted green aventurine sterling silver chain. Now you wanted to talk about the bracelets. I'm just going to introduce the hematite triangles. Have we got the code for that, beautiful? Because I can see that in your bracelet.
Yes, in that bracelet there, I've used the wire here, Hannah, to, I've used 3 or 4 strands of wire going on there, and basically just sort of woven. I'm doing one over there on the challenge as well, because I so enjoyed doing this that I thought, well, I'm going to do it because the gemstones I've got over there are lending themselves really well to this design, where just threading gemstone onto the pieces of wire and then twisting occasionally, and then adding that black onyx sort of flower just here within the design. I really enjoy doing that, and I really love this angular nature of the hematite
I've just
here.
seen, Linda, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I've just seen it's £3.45 at the bottom of the screen. So if you get these 4 together today, that is £11.40.
It's just
for
amazing,
4 strands.
isn't it?
£11.40. That's the steal of the day.
Yeah, and hematite.
That'll go with the last kit, the second kit.
Yeah, hematite is right up there on my top 10 list of gemstone for its gemstone qualities, and also for the numerous ways that you can use hematite. So useful. Love it, and that's such an unusual cut.
Did you get these, honey? The black collar? Oh, yes, you did. I can see it there. That wonderful.
They're in this quite sort of an ornate design. I wanted to use the chain that was in the findings kit there, and again, it's quite. I suppose a vintage look to it, and this is another one of those pieces that grew as I started with the chain and started to put on the gemstone, attached gemstone to the chain, and then this silver chain here, I got a little bit of that, so I've added that simply because I thought it would lend itself to the flow of the design. As you say, it's sort of quite vintage.
Beautiful. There's
these are
agate connectors.
Very useful. You can actually use these as well if you've got some very small either seed beads or some small chips. You can almost use those and thread them up like toggles. Oh. Which I've done in another design I've got at home. They're very, very useful, those. They don't have a drill hole.
I'm very jealous, Hannah, of you getting this. I'm so jealous. How beautiful is that, girls? Isn't that stunning? I mean, they're all beautiful, and they're the hematite there again.
The hematite and the black onyx, I thought, deserve to be used totally on its own merits, along with some of the silver, the little spacers that are in your silver findings pack. And then if I just turn it round at the back, I've just used, these are just crimp beads, just to finish the back off before going into this quite complex looking design. It isn't complex, it's just a woven design, but using the those lovely triangles of hematite, and it just so catches the light, and then just coming around to that little drop design in the centre.
fabulous. Thank you, Linda. Beautiful choices, Hannah.
Lovely.
Well done to you, because they're all coming your way. We hope you like them. I already love them. So we'll be bringing in a second now our second new kit. So I know Linda's going to get ready, because we're already working with the amethyst in terms of that heart technique. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be looking at our second new kit of the day right up after this.
Do you want to be a part of Jewellery Maker? Do you think your creativity can help inspire others? Then why not get involved and send us your ideas? All you have to do is go to our website or use our catalogue and select up to 10 components. We will then get one of our guest designers to make up the jewellery from the products you have selected. Send your suggestions to chosenbyyou@jewellerymaker.com and we'll do the rest. If your ideas are selected, we'll send the made-up jewellery to you.
Jewellery Maker are proud to present our new range of Lisa Pavelka crafting foils. These easy-to-use foils are a great way to create a unique look to your polymer and silver clay designs. With a wide range of vibrant colours, including gold, silver and rainbow, these foils will leave your creations with a wonderful metallic coating. Use alongside our border moulds and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
My thoughts on Jewellery Maker. I find that if you're an experienced jewellery maker or new to the hobby, Jewellery Maker has everything for you. Right from the basic findings up to the more expensive and a little bit more intricate feature beads, pendants that you can bead. I think it's a really, really lovely site. As a teacher myself, I have bought all of the basic kits for my students. You can't get them cheaper anywhere. Very comprehensive, very nicely made, quality goods. I really can't say much more about Jewellery Maker. It's a really good site to visit.
Okie dokes, it's our second new kit of the day. It's called Coast to Coast. We've already seen a sneaky peek at the amethyst in there, and well, for me, it's absolutely beautiful. And boy, oh boy, I know we class it as zoisite, but your lavender variety is that infamous tanzanite. And although we're giving it its, you know, really strict, proper classification, as far as I'm concerned, we're looking at those beautiful lavender tanzanite flowers. Or we're very, very close to it, and the beauty of seeing the purple variety of that zoisite family. We've had the big amethyst faceted rounds. I know you've been on the phone lines asking about this to the customer service centre, trying to buy those smaller amethysts that we showed you earlier, but this is in the kit. And we've got the sage amethyst rounds that tie in beautifully with the lavenders of the flowers. I love the flowers cut out of gemstones. You must imagine what the original size of the rough piece was before it started to be stamped into this gorgeous little flower. I always start thinking shamrocks. I know they're purple, but it's just the way my brain works. And then you've got the big rounds of those beautiful sage 12mm amethysts. And then we saw the perfect beauty of those rich, iron-rich purples of the 90 carats of the 6mm amethyst as well. And we've got some deep mauve purple lac beads coming up as well. I love these. I think I've got these lovely lac beads coming up later on as well that I think just with this kit. And I say that because of the purples and the blues and the sort of mermaidy colours. Can you see those at home? This would look so nice with this kit today. They're coming up later. It's just the colours of them. I just think they're beautiful. Righty, let's just look at these. Oh, everybody's got to love a bit of amethyst. We're in February. We're calling it the sage classification because you're getting the little white strands. It is a quartz. It's a natural gem. At those purples. It's actually Uruguayan because we go to Brazil, we go to Kenya, we go to Uruguay for our amethyst, and they've all got their own namesake. This is your ultra Uruguayan amethyst. In fact, your ultra Uruguayan amethyst, when you've got the really clear variety that you see on our sister channel, and we only have it occasionally, but it's been classed as the next finest, almost akin to the Siberian amethyst, which was once available, but now that source is depleted. So we're in a very specific area for really quality, beautiful amethyst. Okay, I haven't got my clarity, but what I have got is a big whopping 380 carats, and I know it's from that region, so I know I'm reliant on that lovely quality, ultra Uruguayan amethyst there. You can see those dark, you can see it there in the banding, you can see those dark, rich purples. Amethyst comes in so many beautiful, beautiful tones, and it's lovely to get the lavender, and then it's pretty to mix it with the darks, and oh, this is just gorgeous. So let's look at those rich, beautiful faceted rounds. 6 millimeters. Again, we're getting the darker tones. Everybody's got their favourite, you know, whether the lighter pinker tones or the more purple tones. But in your amethyst, you know, for those darker riches, tonality-wise, it should fall between 60 to 80%. In terms of your perfect amethyst, and we're moving darker again into these smaller, and look at the faceting. These look great with your black gems, beautiful with that smoky quartz we saw earlier. But let's see the zoisite that I'm so excited about, those flowers. Oh. Those of you that don't know, zoisite originally discovered in 1957, you know, named in the 19th century, but in terms of a discovery, a deposit, there in 57, and normally you can get it in the greens. We've seen it with the ruby inclusions, the ruby red and green zoisite. You can get it grey to colourless, to yellow, to white. Its famous cousin are the lavender of tanzanite, because that is the zoisite family. They just didn't call it zoisite simply because it didn't sound very charming, as it were, when it was launched, when it was discovered in 67. So you've got that family, and you've got it in the pinky lavender varieties, which is why I made the connotations with the tanzanite. But it's a beautiful gem in its own right. Look at the cut, the flower cut, pretty as a picture. And look at the gloss, the sheen, the luster. And it ties in with the sage silver colours of large 12 millimeter amethyst rounds. Now in this kit, which is new today, it's saying at the bottom of the screen, free DVD even, free tutorial, nice bit of hematite, beautiful as well. You can mix this kit with the last kit, you can mix it with the next kit, you can mix it to your heart's delight, but don't miss out on it, because sometimes I can come back another day and I'll show you, you know, this is a kit with low stock, last 40, last 30. Sometimes, like yesterday, can't show that kit again, it's now gone. It's sold out in the live show or in the repeats. We've got our silver as well. We've got all the fundamental pieces of silver that we need to literally make, and this is tried and tested, guaranteed 5 pieces of jewellery. You can decide to make one giant statement piece, or, you know, get more silver findings on the website and make 20 pairs of earrings. It's really up to you. You can turn those head pins into, you know, earring stiletto, you know, the little shepherd hook. But guaranteed, we've tried and tested it with our designers, 5 pieces minimum. It's really how gem intense you make those pieces. And it's silver jewellery. You've got your monofilament, you've got your beading thread, you've got your elastic, you've got your gift bags. What more do you need? We need to be on the phone. 1 p.m. You started with me Friday. I know I've been here forever. You'd be sick of the sight of me, but you'd be pleased to know I'm not here next week. So we've been together Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all weekend, and it's been 1 p.m. all weekend. What do you think about that, Simon? Brilliant. It is brilliant, isn't it? Simon's the lone man in the corner. Just wandered in today and said, sit yourself down there. We'll have a chat. He's Carrie's husband. Carrie on the Sunday sofa. Let's do it. We want to encourage new buyers in. All of that beautiful amethyst, genuine amethyst, 470 carats of amethyst in this kit for $27.95, plus that beautiful lavender purple variety of your zoisite. 40 have already gone in a heartbeat. What do you think of this kit, ladies? You like your little flowers, don't you? Because I can see it in your necklace, yeah.
Flowers
Beautiful.
Are gorgeous.
Now, anybody sitting at home, is that worth $27.95?
Yeah.
It's amethyst after all. I mean, I know you said you don't tend to, sometimes you sell your jewellery, you said, if it's commissioned, and you don't tend to jewellery, but we all know amethyst and its worth and its value, don't we?
I do jewellery parties and they love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
And when you make it and you say, do you want to come along? And fabulous. Do you tell them where you got it? Do you spread the word for us as an ambassador? Oh, we'll treat you later then. We will. That's it. You've got to spread the word. Have you ever got your friends involved? Obviously you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie, do tell. Yeah, because they must ask.
They do. Yeah.
Fabulous. That's all we ask. Please, because I think we're the nation's best kept secret. I really do. I think there's a lot of people out there that have never tuned in their lives. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I've got to go to Linda, haven't I? That's the whole point of Linda being here. Looking at the designs. I'm so busy having a nice chat. Right, Linda, let's see these designs. I'm loving them already. And she's made 5 beautiful designer pieces. Oh, how did you find the kit, darling?
Well, it's amethyst, so no more.
I know. We'll just leave it there. It's amethyst after all.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's beautiful.
They make such a feature, don't they? Those flowers.
Yes,
Oh,
they
this is
do.
beautiful.
I mean, yeah, we can make sort of organic-looking flowers from gemstone and that, but it's so nice when you've got a stylised flower gemstone. I mean, everybody, whenever we've put on either strands or kits with flowers, and everybody seemed to really enjoy them.
That's so pretty.
It is. All the pieces are what we would call pretty pieces of jewellery, aren't they?
Feminine.
They would probably,
Feminine jewellery.
yeah, they're probably really, anybody who likes purple, anybody who likes pretty is going to really enjoy this kit.
I mean, you've used those flowers in 4 designs.
Yes, and they're all very simple
gorgeous.
on from a technical point of view. But you've got your sparkle, you've got your flower shapes, you've got that beautiful big milky amethyst here, which I think is that's
the one that caught your eye.
That's the thing for me on it. I just appreciate that gemstone.
There's some lovely tones, isn't there?
Yeah,
You've got it in that
exactly.
lovely amethyst you just mentioned there.
Yeah.
And then we've got the lighter and the lavender.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it, to see
Yeah.
all those different tones.
Yeah,
And
I
have you
mean-
made a flower out of a flower?
You made a flower pendant from a flower, and strangely enough, I just thought it's funny because on Facebook the other day there was a bit of a debate going on about the different strands of gemstones and how each gemstone separated. Some are knotted, some are side by side, some have these little plastic spaces in them.
Yeah.
And they were just wondering why that would happen. And basically it's down to the supplier why that would happen. And obviously down to the fact that by the nature of the way they're cut, to transport them to us from China, India, wherever they're coming from, then they need to be safe. But you know, sometimes you can use those little bits and pieces within your jewellery, and I just thought in that, you know, if you like it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to.
No.
But it just gives a slightly different look to that little pendant there than having either the wire showing or having the petals touching. But
It lets you shape, doesn't it, really clearly?
Yeah, I mean, jewellery making's a hobby and it's a creative hobby, so, you know, people out there might think, oh, I prefer not to see that, fair enough. But it's just showing that it does work as well as.
These are beautiful. Stock has already become limited, and that's just 2 of them. Isn't that beautiful on the headpins?
Yeah.
They're beautiful, just hanging.
Very simple, but again, using the mechanics of the kit within a design. A little bracelet here, I've just popped in some of the crimp beads as little spacers, and I just think that works because they're sterling silver. Why not?
Now you're going to show me a technique, and you just saw me wandering off there because I was thinking after this we're going to look to the second part of the heart technique.
I've got my heart bit
Have you
here.
got it? Oh,
yeah, I've got my heart bit
well, I
here.
don't know, I've lost the piece of jewellery bit.
Here. No, that, very, very quickly, that pendant, this, I'm just quickly showing you this because most pieces of jewellery, I would say 80% of pieces of jewellery probably start from the clasp end and work through the design. But some pieces of jewellery you can work from a focal point up through the neckline, and this is one of them. So all I've done is threaded on here one of the little flower shapes, and then either side of it I've used the plastic tubes, and then we put a flower shape to one side on the one piece of thread, followed by one of the little tubes again, and flower shape onto that same one. And just thread it down, and then we're going to thread on another of the pieces of tube, because they're see-through, you know, they're just it's just
nice
a little bit different. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to take the one side, because we've got the tube on here, which was the last thing I put on, we're going to take the other side tube, not through the gemstone, through the tube, okay? And then we've got, in this case, we've ended up with a little square shape.
That's a happy accident, isn't it?
That is a happy accident. That's what I like about jewellery making. But had I gone, let me quickly undo that, had I gone the other way and taken, let's see if this works, taken the thread through the flower, that's when we get the flower shape.
There we go, pops in a little, yeah.
So if you take it through the tubing on one side, you'll get a sort of a dinky little square shape with your florals in the middle. And if you take it through the gemstone, you'll get your sort of diamond shape one. And then just start working along the neckline
up and out
of the
dinky-do
of the necklace.
Now where's the necklace gone, Kim? Because we're going to do part 2.
It's behind me. There.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Sorry, darling.
I didn't realise that was what you were talking about.
She's got it all prepared. I was going to go wandering off.
There we go.
This is our third kit. So there's about 79 of this kit that I'm talking about right now. So there's been a big uptake. And there's been a lot of new buyers, which is great.
Well,
news.
excellent.
So,
I think that's great for new buyers.
Exactly.
Because you're not thrown in the deep end, but you're thrown in with some different shapes to play with.
And a recognisable gem.
Yeah, and then you'll be really well on your way to jewellery making. A very recognisable gem.
Now we're going to move to stage 2, and this is our third kit, which we haven't got the graphics up for yet, because I know there's been a lot of interest there in the customer service centre. But we're going to go to stage 2, and I'll ask Linda to take us through stage 2 now of what we call the heart technique, which you see in this design before us now.
Right, as we left it previously, we left it with the 3 square stroke diamond shapes that we got to. Okay, so what we do now on the screen, you'll see that this is your lower thread. To me it's my upper thread, so please forgive me if I ramble on and get confused, but it's a mirror image. Okay, so on my upper thread, your lower thread, we're now going to this design really works if you're using, say this bead now could be a slightly smaller bead, it could be a 4mm bead, but I think it just works. On the example here, I've used exactly the same. I've used 4mm throughout the design, and I think that works. It works also if you use larger gemstone in the centre of the design, and then the smaller ones on the outside. So what we're doing now on the upper thread, when you're doing it on the lower thread on screen, we're threading on 5 gemstone. Okay, so there's the 5 gemstone, which is going to make your little curvature into the heart. So then on that same piece of beading thread, you see here, we miss this corner one, and we go on to this, which is my centre right, which I'm presuming is now going to be your centre left. We're just going to take the beading thread through there, okay, and we're going to pull it through, and you'll see now that you will get...
because you missed that corner one. Yes, I
see now you've got the curving of the one part of the heart, okay? And then on that same thread, the same thread that you've just taken through that centre right, we're going to, because you can see there's a gap.
Yeah.
So now to join that gap, we're taking it through my centre left, your centre right, okay? And then just to make sure that that doesn't kink, just pull that through. Okay, so that thread there now we're going to leave there, because we're going to ignore that one until we come back up the front. So the next step is my bottom thread, your top thread on screen, is to just thread on a gemstone here. Okay, so we're just going to leave it at that point now, because we've done 5 rounds through centre right, centre left, and threaded one gemstone onto the bottom. So now we're just heading for the corner to return back up there.
We'll do that in stage 3.
And we will do that in stage 3.
Thank you, Linda.
Okay.
We hope that helps. We'll come to that in stage 3. But I'm just going to talk about this kit, because we're already getting low in stock. Thank you very much, darling. We'll see you in a moment. We'll have another catch up. So I'm already getting low in stock. We've had a good uptake from our new buyers. So thank you for your encouragement, ladies. So lots of new buyers, you know, testing us out today, and the proof is in the quality when you get it home. And you know, you can watch us every day to see extra techniques. We've got tutorials on the YouTube, on our website as well. So for £27.95, you're looking at that ultra Uruguayan amethyst, the sage amethyst 12mm rounds. You're looking at the beautiful faceted 6mm rounds, and of the zoisite flowers, and all your silver, your monofilament, and your beading thread. And you saw the quality of that amethyst that Linda's just been working with in our heart technique, which is also, you know, something you could do with the actual kit itself. And we'll definitely get Linda's designs uploaded onto the website as well, usually by tomorrow, just so you can see them and be inspired further. Right, I want to be inspired further by looking at your designs this week on the Wall of Fame. Okay, over to Carrie. This is number 409 and it's Heidi from Belfast.
Morning everybody, great show as usual. I hope this bracelet and earring sets make it to the wall as I loved making them. I told my partner I wouldn't buy any more gems for a while. Sob. So if I win, it's technically not buying, huh?
No, that's
Lots
true.
Of laughs.
No, technically it's not.
Heidi, that's
Heidi's
gorgeous.
That is beautiful. I hope you do. Because basically our winner can win £100 worth of credit, our runner-up can win £50 worth of credit, and all you got to do is send in your entry. Every Wednesday we have the prize draw. We don't judge it, we simply attach a raffle ticket, and Heidi's number 409. Number 361 is Jeannie. If you'd be so kind, Julie, my darling.
Hello, JM. Attached is this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. This set is made from black agate, hematite, howlite and flowers from my stash.
Beautiful.
Enjoying the live show. It's been a good week with Jenny and Natalia's daughter on screen.
Ah, Mia, yes, that was earlier on in the week.
It's good to see them enjoying jewellery making as well. Regards to all the team, Jeannie.
This is it. We can get the younger members involved as well. It's not just for the older, I can't even speak, the older ladies. At 361, love those flowers.
Beautiful.
And the guys, we had Nigel in the week, big jewellery maker. Right, this is from Lynn. Lynn, I'm always wearing your earrings, Lynn. Lynn Kennedy. Morning, everybody. I thought I'd stray away from jewellery making and put the lovely gems to a different use by designing some household items for a change. My butterfly design is very popular and has proven to be a bestseller. I originally made them as window sun catchers, but have now incorporated them into other things. Isn't this amazing? Here you can see candle decorations, curtain tie-backs, but I've also used them into a beautiful mobile I gave to my sister for her birthday. She says, I have ideas in my head and lots of ways to use this and other designs in the home, incorporating the wire coiled on the gizmo. And she says in each one she's used 7 metres of wire. So there's 100 metres, isn't there, on those spools? And then she says, I've added gems to suit the colour schemes of different rooms. They give a little colour and sparkle to brighten up our grey days and look amazing in the sunlight in the summer too. Hope you like them. Kind regards from Lynn in a grey and chilly Dorset. Lynn, that is inspirational. I hadn't thought about that. Isn't that beautiful? One more brief one. And this is Faye. And, oh, sorry, Lynn. Number 360. This is Faye. She's number 362. I like the little doodle. This is black onyx hematite red coral in the barrel and the chips. I love using the onyx rectangles as they are the perfect frame for other stones. Regards, Faye. She says everything's from Jewellery Maker. Such a great selection in one place. So Faye Todd, love you, little doodle. That's so striking, isn't it? We've had a text, girls, we've had a text. Sorry if I hadn't had time to read out the text. It's, you can see the show is jam-packed. This is Maureen in Aberdeenshire, enjoying this morning. She says, lovely stones with lovely people. Just having to watch non-stop. Please tell Carrie her necklace is stunning. Maureen from Aberdeenshire. See you soon for my Sunday sofa. There we go. Let's look at that necklace. Second attempt, wasn't it? Did you say? Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Beautiful, with a blue tiger's eye. Thank you, Maureen. Lovely to hear from you. You can text us into 60777. We'd love to hear from you this morning. And don't think because we're ignoring you just because I haven't read them out. It's just that we snowed under with so much to bring you. But Lynn, we haven't forgotten the question about the S-class. Linda's going to show us that later. Right, I've got more beautiful things to bring you and some more lac beads and some more spicy wood deals. So don't go anywhere.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, 989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
This beadbox features 3 strands of red jasper and 3 strands of aventurine totaling 1,240 carats, all for just $19.95. These earthy tones are great for your autumn collection. To get your hands on this great offer, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655 and quote the code DFP038. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Want to learn more about silver clay? Then why not come and join us on our silver clay course? Join professional art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she guides you through the techniques of handling, shaping, forming and firing silver clay. Then you'll be given the chance to design and create your own jewellery, which you can take home. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and take a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes 20 grams of art clay, use of all relevant tools, buffet-style lunch and refreshments, all for £89. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Just been looking at all the jewellery that Carrie and Julie have been making, and it's fabulous. And we've got a message here for Julie. Hello, Jewellery Maker. Please wish Mommy Julie good luck today on the Sunday sofa. Love her children, Jade and Noah.
Hi.
Oh, how old are Jade and Noah?
Jade's 21.
Good heavens, you don't look old enough. What? 21? I was expecting 6 and 4 or something.
Well, my little one is 2. He's 2 on Thursday.
Oh,
Noah. And my middle one, Paige, is 17.
And it's Paige. Yes, sorry. I misread. Jade and Paige and Noah. Sorry, Paige. I don't want you to think I was ignoring you. 21, 17 and a 2-year-old.
I know.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Your mommy's looking good, is all I can say. Do you know what I mean? Jade and Paige, you know, you're going to be... You've got wonderful genes there, you know, for when you're older. Noah's too young, you won't know, but that's fantastic. Isn't that lovely? They send their love. Yeah. They send their love.
They'll be wondering what they're having for their tea.
Nothing at the moment. She's too busy jewellery making. Exactly. Sorry, it could be takeout. Rightio. Let's beautiful lac beads that I quickly kind of showed you when we were looking at that fantastic second new kit of the day. And coast to coast. And I just thought with the purples and the blues and the browns here, you get 16 in the pack. And again, they kind of got this frosted coating as well. Sort of like a brown, bronzy brown. That would look nice with those, you know, those brown snowflake obsidians. Actually, that bead box, this goes beautifully with, you know, the bead box that the girls are working with. The browns of the obsidian, I've just seen Carrie mix in with the agate bicones in that other bundle, and it just looks gorgeous. And then the blues you see tie in nicely with the lac beads. But I just thought that with a 6-strand bead box or the second new kit of the day would be beautiful. In fact, the browns with the purples with that first new kit, you know, with the malachite. You've sort of got a navy, a royal blue, a purple pink, and then a bronze. A sapphire blue, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a real salon sapphire blue, isn't it? They kind of look antiquish with that frosting, don't they? It's like a raspberry red. It's like a little sundae, isn't it? They're so pretty. So your coast to coast kit is on at the moment, but we'll get the code up. Is this like yesterday, darling? Is this the right code but the wrong description? Sorry, it keeps happening. That's why I ask, because it keeps happening, you see. And it's the right code for the lac beads, THMI27. It's actually the right code, everybody, but it was describing our second new kit of the day there. So a lovely bit of touch of glamour. They're nice when you just leave, you know, if you knot either side or stop it with a gem and just leave them suspended, because then you see all of that beauty. And you can see the way they've got the findings there attached, so you've got that lovely smooth interior for your threading. The barrel goes all the way through. When you look through the barrel of them, it goes all the way through. So, well, I should say there's a good depth of it. Yeah, like you could just have a few dangling from the charm, a lovely sapphire blue, maybe some pretty little aquamarines mixed in with some pretty smoky quartzes, and then a few of these in between hanging from a silver chain. Gorgeous. $17.95, and you're getting 16 all together. So again, just working over £1.10p each. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the ladies' favourites. They've got their eye on this, and you can see why, because it goes perfectly. You know the bead box. That box is beautiful. You should see the jewellery they're making with this flower wood. I mean, it's inspired. I've loved everything. Loved everything they've made with that, the flower and the wood. Yeah. We'll bring those for you in a second, but this is what I showed the girls. This is what I showed the girls, and they're like, oh, oh. Beautiful, isn't it? You've got the donuts, you've got, gosh, there's so many shapes, I've got to sort them out. Big rounds, smaller rounds, silver-plated swirls on there, little tubular, they look like little hip flasks. That shape does. I know I'm obsessed. I know. Just the way my brain works. So you get 2 of the big rounds in that aqua blue, 4 of the little wee ones, and that's all the silver plate workmanship on there as well, silver plated copper. 4 of the kind of a vase shape, 4 of a fatter vase shape, then 4 of your hip flask. That's what it reminds me of. So how many of you get all together? 16. Marvellous. Beautiful workmanship, isn't it? To actually place, because those of you who worked with your Sculpey clay would know just how much work has gone into those lac beads, all done by hand, and silver-plated copper edging on there as well. You get a set of 16, and it's so gorgeous with that 6-strand beadie box. So gorgeous. So beautiful with the dark wood. Ooh, I've got these donuts coming up. You could just put like a little hip flask in between each donut, couldn't you? Just have it sort of suspended there in the middle. Ooh, beautiful. Actually, I would want to separate them so I can see the beauty of both. Oh, gonna look fabulous. Fabulous shapes to be had. Bargain. These are gonna go like hotcakes. These are gonna go like hotcakes. $12.95, Linda. It's bonkers, isn't it? For 16.
Such a nice blue.
What's that,
as
80p
well.
each? They're such a beautiful blue, aren't they?
Yeah, they're real, what's that Greek island?
Oh, there's that many.
About it.
Rhodos, Kos. Rhodos? I don't think there's such a place called Rhodos. What am I talking about?
Somebody please tell me,
Kos?
it'll annoy me.
What's Rhode Island?
Santorini. Santorini blue.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
That's what
I've only been to Greece.
Yeah.
Greece twice. I loved it.
Yeah.
I can't even remember where I went.
Santorini, probably.
It's a lovely fettuccine salad I love, and the tomatoes. Love them. And the wine.
Yeah.
12 nights. Santorini blue.
Yeah, Santorini blue, that's the one.
Santorini blue, that's what it is. $12.95, free phone number. You're adding to an existing order, 1p all weekend, remember. We've been together all weekend, you and I. Goodness me, we should never be parted. Shall we bring the lovely little, those graphics in? Have you got those on, darling? Your beadie box is there. That was reduced from $29.95 to $24.95 to the bottom of the screen. And I'll bring you those in a second now, because we'll recap with the girls. But I just want to bring you 2 more wood strands. The lighter, this is such a pretty, makes me think of animals in the forest, that does, squirrels. It's the tones. Makes me think of the brush of their tail. You know the way you see gold and the bronze, makes me think of bears. Do you know what I mean? It's just me, is it? It's just me. Yeah, says Linda. It does, it makes me think of the brush of their tails, you know, where you get the light and then the dark on the fur. Not that a bear's got a tail, but I'm trying to think of the animals it reminds me of. Girls, help me out here. Lions, maybe. You know where the fur is dark, but then the light. See, the girls are helping me out, Linda.
It looks like stylish.
Chair
legs
they're
to me.
sympathising with me.
I know, no, chair legs. That's what I
Chair
guess.
legs?
Chair legs. Yeah.
Chair legs?
Yeah,
like the wood of a seat?
Those gorgeous, yes, those gorgeous 50s style. There you go.
Yeah, that's curved, like those lovely seats you get in the
There you go.
your bedroom, or yeah, I can stand with you on that one.
Okay, good.
They're beautifully cut, though, whatever you see. Lions and tigers and bears and chair legs. $7.95. The Roby's Wood Square nuggets. That is a fantastic price. There's a lovely. They're lovely and light. There's lovely blonde and the chocolate in there as well. They're very different sort of colour. I love the way you can see the graining as well on them. It's a lovely feel to them. You just can't go wrong. Great with that 6-strand bead box. They're just wood with everything, quite frankly. I've got a 3-strand pack coming up, and in it is this. Look at those colours with it. How beautiful are those two together? Oh, hubba, hubba, hubba. All 3 strands are very different, but that is just one of them. And look how gorgeous that looks with the wood. Are we going to pepper it? Yeah. Definitely. Oh. What else have I got coming up as well? There you go, $6.95, go for it. You know, there's never been a better day with that 1 P&P all weekend and the money off as well. You know, if you've never experimented with the wood in your designs, today's the day. I've only just, you know, we said we've got to pepper the show with it. Great for summer, great for spring. I mean, it just lends itself to all the seasons, and it, trust me on this, it looks beautiful in the jewellery. It really does. So stylish. And that one seems to be like a chameleon, you change it. Like, it seems to be like a tiger's eye, doesn't it? One minute you see the blonde, and then the next minute you see the chocolate and the texture of the wood. It's beautiful to work with and gorgeous in designs. But again, that's what your 30-day money-back guarantee is all about, so that you can just look at it, hold it in your hand. And we're taking £1 off today because I've been going on about the wood all weekend since Friday. So we've peppered the show with the designs. My little cheeky wood deals. Let me do the round donuts. I've got these in a design that Cherry did for me. Love, love, love them. Love them. Wood donuts. But look at these beautiful blue agates and Botswana coming up in a 3-strand pack. Look at those with your lovely lac beads as well. The jewellery we could make together this morning. Look at those. You see, you could just put, look at that one. You could just have a lovely little Botswana, little donut in there, little button, I should say, because they're really round and big, those donuts. And then you've got, or just a little one of the blue striped banded agate there. It's a 3-strand pack coming up. Oh, those lac beads, gorgeous. Now my donuts, I'm a bit limited on. You see, the wood, it cometh in and it goeth out. And then some lovely, again, textures, as Carrie was saying earlier. Now, this is a simple one for me to describe. Donuts. That's a nice, easy one for me. We don't have to start talking about animals or chair legs. Simple round. Limited, though. Limited. I'm in double figure land. And actually, I saw this, and it was a beautiful asymmetric necklace that Cherry did for me. She had like lovely little gems like this, some on the outside, some inside, different shapes, you know, like the bigger rounds as well. And then some little crimps that were in between, and then some mystics in there. It's just beautiful. I had one made from a friend as well for a birthday. I just loved them with the donuts in. And just used a few, like a long sort of lariat necklace. Gorgeous. And think about how those pretty blue lac beads, you know, those ones we just had on the show, how gorgeous they'd look interspersed as well. Beautiful jewellery. Beautiful. Patican wood, 24mm across, so you can see it's an ample size there for you to, if you wanted to leave a gem inside. £6.95, but starting with limited stock because it's been a popular seller here on the show. So we've got that code written down, hopefully. Big P, 92. The Big P, the Big Patican, 92. And then you've got the nuggets, my little squares, my little basil brush there at the bottom of the screen, £6.95. What was that, honey? I was listening. I haven't got that down here, babes. What was it again? Oh, yeah. Yeah? Yeah, I've got it. I've just shown it. That's why. I've just shown you it with the lovely wood, the Roby's wood. There, look, here's one. the lovely jaspers. Let's show you that again. There it is. So there's one beautiful strand that looks great with that Roby's wood. So we're going to do it. It's new in. I've got those beautiful blues and those Botswanas to do later as well. And we've also got, is this the fluorite, honey? Purple fluorite. And my, really? And the black agate. Ovals, puffy ovals. She does despair of me sometimes, my producer Karen, bless her. She's like, have I just said this to you, Fiona? In one ear, out the other. I'm too engrossed in the gemstones. Fabulous. I'm not necessarily wanting to put these together, but as separates in my store, wonderful, because I'm thinking that with that beautiful Roby's wood we just had, you can't go wrong with a strong black gemstone like your agate. And then I love those jaspers because they've kind of got that mookaite feel. You know those lovely little 2 wood strands you're working with in your 6 strand, that lovely yellow banana colour. This would look nice with that actually when you mookites, wouldn't it? So I'd separate these 3 up. So they're a great staple, you know, to, it's a great way as well of, you know, when you get a 3-strand pack like this, if you've not worked with these gems before, it's a great way of experiencing them, you know, in the way in which you get a scoop. But in a scoop, obviously, perhaps you only might have one of them. Here, it's a great way to experience if you'd like to get more fluorite or more of these beautiful oil-rich coloured jaspers. And this, you just can't go wrong because you're always going to use those black gemstones. And we've got 3 lovely, very versatile shapes there, the rounds and the ovals. Beautiful. Got an absolute knockout price on this, so I hope you'll join me early so you don't miss out. 1 P&P all weekend, never been a better day. Strike it today, do it today. Don't leave till tomorrow what you can do today. And also the P&P, we'll start a new P&P tomorrow. There may not be the stock. You may miss out. You may miss out on the purple of the... Wouldn't that strand there, as well as the black, wouldn't that look great in the Coast to Coast kit? Wouldn't that one look fabulous in the knockout kit? And then actually, perfect, our black strand for the hematite kit. I don't know the name of that one yet. So you've got 3 great strands actually, seem to emulate all 3 kits today. It's called what? Loop de loop, loopy the loop. I think these names are here to test me, so because I can never remember them. I think it's Linda and Sheila's way of testing me. Will she remember the name? No is the answer. No chance. Limited stock already. Fabulous way to buy those extra gems for your jewellery making, for your store. The girls have said themselves you can never have enough. £11.95. So working out at £4 each. Bargain. Bargain. And our lovely banded fluorite, we've been lamenting the fact that we haven't seen enough of the fluorite. And here we've got all the beautiful purples there. So gorgeous with that Coast to Coast kit. And the oil-rich pigmentation of the jaspers, you know, ochre, mustard, French mustard colour, red, forest teal green, little patterns, stripes, sort of, I don't want to say splodges, but like little blots. Yeah, I have said it now, yeah, little splodges. It's not the most romantic of descriptions. And then my beautiful black, shiny, polished, lovely agate ovals. All for £11.95. Let's go and see Carrie and Julie. And let's just see what we gave Carrie and Julie. They're after those lac beads, aren't they? Well done, everybody. We gave Carrie and Julie the 6-strand bead box with the beautiful, and you should see one of Carrie's designs, she's actually put the brown obsidian with some beautiful red sort of carnelian look, you know, with the oranges, and it just really lifts the gem on a simple bracelet. It's beautiful. So this is a 6-strand box. Was it £29.95 previously? Anyway, we've gone to 27. We've gone to, that's it, we took £3 off, didn't we? It's your howlite, your dyed howlite, and then chocolate. I mean, it's a real milk chocolate brown snowflake obsidian. So gorgeous, so distinctive. Get those blue lac beads to go with it as well. And then we mirrored it up with the wood, those beautiful flowers. And I'm loving the designs the girls have got. So want to make off with them. The beautiful designs. There's just bracelets and necklaces galore, which is gorgeous. So we gave the girls as well our strand of the Patican wood flowers. We also gave them a bundle. I don't know if you've got the bundle. Yeah. Might have to. I don't know if we've got an image of it. We can bring you the image. $6.95 for the flowers. They're so. When you see their designs, you'll want those flowers because you know, they've just used a few key ones in each design. It just looks so fabulous, and I can see a realm of gems still on their desks that they haven't got to. Now the bundle was smoky quartz, 2 strands of mookaite, 2 of the like banana yellow wood in the rondelles and like little sort of buttons, flattened buttons. And then the strand, you can just see it sneaking in the middle there. That's the strand of the red agate bicones that I said looked like carnelian. And the saving in that over £11, $24.95 for all 6 strands. Should be $36.70 or something like that. Yeah, $36.70. You've got 11 over if you buy them separately from Jewellery Maker, but you've got an £11 saving. It's a great bundle, isn't it, girls? Would you agree?
Yeah.
How have you been getting on? Look, she's like a machine. It's never ending. We've run out of things to display your beautiful pieces on. Let me just put that there so we can see just some of yours, Julie. And then we've got, well, we've got our earrings as well. She's got loads left as well.
Yeah.
Look at this. I don't know if my terrible display there, but just to show you, look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Done a little bit of wire wrapping there. Lovely, pretty earrings with smoky quartz. And what do you think about these gemstones?
I just love them. Absolutely love them.
We love this.
Yeah.
You've literally got something from all of them there, and you've used, is it the head pins, honey?
Yeah.
On that heart silver chain.
Mm-hmm.
And that really lets you see all the different, how pretty is that charm bracelet at home? Yeah, so you've used both there, haven't you? The bargain bundle.
I've used one of everything.
One of everything. Yeah. And how far has that made that jewellery go on that lovely silver chain, and then your carabiner clasp? That's so colourful for summer. It's just beautiful. And then this, I like the way you've incorporated the large jump rings in this. And a lovely connector there as well. We've got loads of different connectors on our website. Look at the, you can really see how pretty they are. Was that random, or did you pick up certain ones because you've kind of gone for stripes and then
No, I just picked them up
just
random.
They're beautiful. Gorgeous. And still, is this the necklace?
This is a work in progress.
A work in progress. We'll save that for later then. And well, gosh, you are like a machine. We're going to have to give you more gemstones because she's just gone through the lot. Right, I'm just going to sneak behind you here to go and see Carrie. Again, beautiful. You see this just lends itself. It goes so well together. Gorgeous. They're both gorgeous. 3 of the wood flowers there. Have you enjoyed working with the wood? Because I think you said you hadn't before, is that right?
I've had the wood flowers before, and they're
gorgeous.
Right,
sorry, yes, yeah.
They're gorgeous.
So would you encourage people to give it a go?
Yeah, especially the ones that are patterned and carved like wood.
They're really lightweight as well.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
No, so they're sizable, but they're not clunking around the neckline.
No, they're gorgeous.
And then again, you've got the matching bracelet there. How have you attached that? So it's drilled through, is it? Yeah. So how have you attached that? Has that gone through with a beading thread?
Yeah.
And then this is the one we've just been mentioning. Both Julie and I were like, how that really lifts it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought
just take this off. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have if I'm honest, but I'm loving the fact that you did that.
It's a bit higgledy-piggledy.
Well, higgledy-piggledy is lovely because you see all the movement of the shapes of the gemstones, but it really lifts that obsidian, doesn't it? That beautiful. And then a lovely, simple pair of earrings with the obsidian and I like this. This is just such a fun little stretchy. See, that's summer incorporated in a little bracelet, isn't it? Gorgeous smoky quartz.
Can't beat stretchies.
You can't. I love stretchies. You girls after my own heart.
Yeah.
I'm mad for stretchies. You can just mix and match them, layer them on. Easy, aren't they? Just
wear them all day.
And off you go. Yeah, I love them. Great gifts as well for your girlfriends or birthdays or. And lots still. I can see a necklace in progress here. Is that right?
Yeah, with a little dangle.
You found yourself a little dangle. Oh, lovely. Captured in their cage. Did you just shove that in? Did you? Did you?
Yeah, and just pushed it back.
This is what the girl said to me today, and I was like, really? If I show you that,
shove it in.
Just shoving it in there. That's the technical term. And there's a little cage, beautiful. Well, we'll have another catch up later on.
There's still loads left.
I know, there's still loads
It
left.
goes really far.
Loads left. Do you make jewellery on your own when you're at home, or do you do it with a friend, or does Paige or...
They both do it. Paige especially.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. So but I get a bit protective over my gemstones and they're only allowed to use certain.
You can play with those, all right? You can make things like, these are mine. They're all mine. I think you'll find.
I don't get them out when Noah's around, but when he goes to bed, it's safe for them to come out.
So you have your own secrets. You're telling her now. She knows your secrets.
Oh, yeah.
So she has her own secret store, Paige. You're listening. So you only get to see half of what she's got.
Yeah.
I've dobbed her in it now, haven't I? Well, we'll have another catch-up later. And the bead box. We're going to have a look at the bead box. Yeah, this is the one that we all love here. We took £3 off it. Thank you, girls. I'll catch up with you again in a bit. And I'm just going to introduce the last of our lac beads selection, if I'm right. And I've also got, don't forget, I know I only gave you a quick teaser earlier, that amazing spinel. I mean, I'm so in love with black spinel, it's untrue. And my beautiful rainbow moonstone. It's like a little bracelet stroke earring set. But these are the last of the lac bead section. And again, it's all the colours. You've got the lovely mahogany in the black. You've got the golds in the lampshades and the tubes again. And the squares, actually. Like tiger, that one, isn't it? Very animalistic, those ones. I like that. I'm back with the animals again. And then these lovely deep mauve purples that would go great again with that coast-to-coast kit in a flattened disc shape. You get 4 of those, 2 of the large squares, and 4 of the large orbs of those black magnolias, 2 large lampshades, 2 sort of cubes, and then 6 sort of tubes in the tiger print kind of. They're lovely, aren't they? Handmade. Have you worked with the lac beads or any of these before? No. You'll have to have a good rummage and have a look, because it's nice to see the quality close up, isn't it? It's always different on screen, isn't it?
It is. And the colours of things are different here to
They
what
are.
you see at home.
They are, aren't
They're
they?
more vibrant here.
Exactly. That's why sometimes I get my torch out and holding it up, because you just can't see it on the camera sometimes, can you?
It's nice when you get them home and you open your parcel, you're like, oh, it's even better.
Does anything ever come back? Well, that's what we'd rather do, exceed your expectations when it arrives. And that, but you know, if you weren't happy, that's what your 30-day money back's all about, so that you can feel safe and secure shopping with Jewellery Maker and find it a pleasant experience, you know. And then we've already started to see the results out of these amazing gem collections and jewellery making that we've been doing here in the studio together. So you've got, is it 18, honey? Yes, 18 of the resin lac beads in the purple, what I'm calling like the tiger print there, in the gold, and then that lovely splash of mahogany in black. Again, I'm thinking these are the 3 kits. I'd put that one with my coast to coast kit, that one with my knockout kit, and that one with my fruity loop, is it called? Loopy loop, having a loop? Loop the loop, go loopy loo, that kit at the end. So you've got some lovely lac beads here to go with all 3 of them. Oh, but doesn't matter, or whatever you've got at home. In fact, there's a kit I'm about to do in a moment, and those purple ones and the tigery golds would go perfectly with it. So 18 of them, all lovely, interesting shapes to work with, and a nice division of colour there as well, splash of colour. $14.95, brilliant. 18, 14.95. So what was the maths working out on that one, honey? How much? 83p each. It's almost like I don't believe it the first time, so I've got to ask again. How much? 83p each. Bargain. Handmade. Hand set, you know, hand set, handmade, so you get those little patterns in there, and very distinctive. It's all in the quality. It's all in the quality. Our last of the little lac bead section. If you missed any of the ones I did earlier, because we've had such a variety on the show, then make sure you watch the repeats. Make sure you watch the repeats. Because we've just got, I'm afraid, too much to fit into the show, quite frankly. I'll never get through it all again if I repeat it all. Right, new in. Yes. It's my 3-strand pack, is it, with the Botswana? Oh, goody. Goody, goody, goody. There was a lovely email yesterday as well, and I've got the repeat of these, and I'll show you those in a minute, but there was a lady's design using them, and it looked beautiful. I forget her name, but I remember the design. And it wasn't Bernard the Bear, it was another email. But look at these. I showed you this earlier with the wood donuts. And we've got the lovely Botswana, and I know Linda's working with the Botswana today, and that trocker shell, which literally flew out in the live show. And I think we did something like this with the purple banded agate. I think it was even more money though, yeah. I love Botswana. Have you worked with Botswana agate, girls? How gorgeous is it, really?
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's not just me and my obsession, is it?
No.
Why do you think it's so beautiful when you look at it? Could you explain it to everybody
I think it's
at
one
home?
of those ones that it goes with everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just love it.
Each stone is different.
Each stone is, yeah, absolutely.
Different colours.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's just beautiful.
There you go. The girls have said it themselves. It's not just me, I'm a mad obsession with the gemstone. But that beauty you need to see with your own eyes and experience it for yourself and look at the banding and the beauty of each gem. As you know, Julie said each one is different. Carrie said it as well. You know, it's just beautiful. And I haven't even mentioned the lovely, bright, vivid blues. Where was that island again in Greece? Santorini. I'm going with the Santorini blues again, like those gorgeous lac beads we had earlier in my 6mm. And is it the 6 and the 8, honey, or have I got the right size there, darling? Yeah, 420 carats. Oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that one. It's like fine lace. Fine lace. Simply divine, isn't it? Look at that one. So you can pick out your favourites there. Just beautiful, isn't it? The fine lace strands. It's a 3-strand pack. And, you know, given the beauty and the rarity of that beautiful Botswana, and then our fabulous, it's like a Mediterranean blue. It's like being on the Côte d'Azur. That's what I imagine anyway. I've never been there, but I imagine it. We've seen the Mediterranean Sea. We've seen the blues of it. It's all there, and the lovely banding and the froth of the white crest of the wave rising, and 3 strands. Oh, £14.95. £5 for a strand on an agate. That's a must. That is a must. If you've never experienced, I'm just dividing that price up by 3. I'm not saying that's what it should be. And when we sell, I mean, we had our lovely, and this isn't a criticism, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot here, the lovely faceted 6mm that Linda's working with, £7.95. So, you know, these are even bigger. Perhaps we should be closer to £10 for that. And we've got a beautiful, beautiful banded blue agate there as well. All for £14.95. Brand new today, while stocks last. And you know what I've got? I've got these lovely silvery dove grey agates coming up. If I take away the blues, because you've got lots that looks great with. Really? Oh, okay. I wonder if we could find yesterday's email with the lady who made the design. We've had a Facebook post. I'm not going to do these just yet, but when I find that they look fabulous with that Botswana. And I will answer the Facebook question, because the ladies asked about those and how to use them. And we found yesterday's entry displaying them beautifully used in a design. So hopefully we'll answer all the questions there. And we mustn't forget Lynn and the S-clasp. £14.95. Bargain. Absolute bargain. Let's do what? Oh, yes, yes. And then I'm getting ready to say a big... oh, dear. That's all right, lovey. I'm getting ready for midday, because what have I got to do at midday, Kim? Anniversary, 50. But I've got to wait for midday, so they make the phone call and that they're watching. Because otherwise, you know, it'd be pointless, won't it? Right. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. It's a nice song, that, isn't it?
Love it.
It's good when your man does it, though, isn't it? Your man. Sammy Davis Jr. It's got to be him, isn't it?
I thought you meant your man, not the man.
Your man.
The man, definitely.
I was just thinking, have you seen him do it? Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. This, again, another choice of a kit. We've seen it before, but I've still got some availability. This doesn't this doesn't often happen, if I'm honest, because by the time the repeats play out, and we can already see it's limited stock, we often don't get a second bite of the cherry with some kits, but some kits we do, so it's great if we missed it the first time. Don't forget, new buyers, you know, you've got your DVD and your booklet there, so that you can get started today. I'm hoping the girls and Linda, we've been inspired you today. Now, what have we got going on here? Let's get some carat weights going on. Amethyst nuggets. Ooh, big amethyst. Lavender amethyst nuggets. Again, look how that shape brings out the different tonalities. Lovely irregularity there in the shapes. Lovely clarity in there as well. It's the ameturine, is it? The reason I said amethyst is because I didn't see much of the gold in my sample. However, you might get, there's some towards the tints. I can't believe this is ameturine. They all vary. Don't forget, these are all genuine gemstones. Ameturine is a natural gem, so I've just got more of the amethyst purples in this one, but I think you're picking up some of those yellows there as well. So what's the carat weight on this one, darling? That's just incredible. It's ameturine, because it only comes from one place in the world, Bolivia. 300 carats. Quite frankly, it's worth just getting this kit just for this strand. Gosh. I've also got, so these range from 15 to 23 millimeters, 10 to 23 millimeters. I've also got, they're calling it the brown aventurine. It's like a milky chocolate brown, and they are 10 millimeter rounds, 280 carats. And then we've got our dyed jasper, sometimes referred to as your African turquoise, but it is your jasper in that lovely turquoise copper green, 110 carats. I can't believe we've got that ameturine in there. Good heavens. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm picking up the golds now, but my strand has got more of the purples in it. But, you know, this is the beauty of the natural gems when you get it home. They're all going to be a little bit different. You might get more of the yellows in yours. So we've got the beading thread. We've got 10 crimp beads, 2 pairs of silver shepherd duck earrings, 10 sterling silver head pins, ball head pins there, 2 bolt ring clasps with the jump rings, 6 meters of elastic, 50 meters of beading thread. It's all inclusive, and 2 of your organza bags, large and small. I knew a man in Bojangles, and he'd dance for you in worn out shoes. With his baggy pants, he would do the old soft shoe. Are you ready? 1995. I was being very sincere when I said, you know, just for the ameturine alone, that is phenomenal, because it's such a rare entity. Like I said, Bolivia is the only deposit for worldwide demand, and it was just the irregularities of what was occurring in that area for this beautiful gem to morph into not citrine, not amethyst, but both ameturine. And it's amazing, because I was saying this yesterday, so forgive me for repeating myself, but they cool, they grow at different, the crystals grow at different temperatures, which is why it's so unusual to have the two becoming one gem, as it were. And they have a different iron percentage in terms of their content. So this is what's so extraordinary. I'd be giving up my 1995 just for the ameturine strand, 300 carats. Great starter kit again. I mean, again, I'm thinking, well, they look lovely together. It's nice to explore different colours together. That's what we do in our kits as well. It's not just about putting purples with purples or the obvious pinks. You know, it's about mixing and matching it. And there's been a lot on today's show, I'm sure you'll agree, that we could you know that 3-strand pack you got for a ridiculous price I can barely bring myself to talk about earlier? You know, if you picked out, for instance, the African turquoise and popped in that lovely jasper with it, and that lovely chocolate, milky chocolate aventurine, and then maybe took the ameturine away with your beautiful banded purple fluorite and a splash of that black agate, you can see how that's, you know, with that 3-strand, you've made 2 very different kits once you start to integrate, you know. And that was a ridiculous price for those 3 strands. So with 1995, just mix and match them up a bit, and they go in a totally different direction. Mr. Bojangles. Well, it's actually just called Bojangle. There's no Mr. there. It's just the Bojangle. Free DVD in the booklet. Right, I'm going to do the lovely silvery grey agate, and then I'm going to get ready for my big announcement at midday. Thank you for this, because we've had a Facebook query. Do we know the lady's name or the gent's name? Or Donna, saying she's got these and doesn't know what to do with them. Well, yesterday on our Wall of Fame, and I remember this because I remember remarking, I think it's Jackie, I think, it was the lovely nail varnish Yeah, Jackie in Kingham in Oxon used, it was her first try at using silver wire. She says it's her favourite necklace so far. And she's using the lovely little, well, not little, they're big. See how just 6 of those there with the grey agates. And it looks like she had the rondelles as well to match, but does that inspire you? Who was it again on the, Donna, was it? Donna on the Facebook. Is that beautiful? And the silver wire, like a taupe necklace. I like Jackie's nail varnish as well. Hematite colour, aren't they? In fact, the 3rd new kit of the day, this would look beautiful with. But I'm hoping that gives you some ideas, Donna, on the Facebook page, because again, she's just used 4. And on this strand, well, there's loads. And I thought this looked beautiful with the Botswana. With the Botswana. It's a lovely shape to explore. 4, 8, 12, 16, roughly on the strand. So we could have made, Jackie could have made 4 necklaces out of these 4. Because it's 16 on average. Lovely with the Botswana. It's a great shape, isn't it, Linda?
I think it's fantastic. I tell you what else you can do with that, Donna, because of that shape and the pillow look.
Pillow.
They're great if you ladder them, you know, with weaving.
Oh, yeah.
Ladder them up like that, and then they will lay flat.
Ooh.
Because they've got the support of the beading thread or the monofilament around the edge of it. So you can ladder, you can go into little spacer beads if you want, but they look really nice on an asymmetric necklace laddered, just to the one side. Say 3 or 5 on one side, and then just balance it off on the other side with just 1.
Yeah.
But that's what I do a lot with those shapes, is do a ladder weave.
Yeah, because it's a dynamic shape.
Very
it's a
much
really
so,
gentleness
and
in
also
terms
there's
of...
I mean, as the ladies over there will definitely agree, the wire wrapping on gemstones.
Yeah, what would you do, girls, with these?
That. Yeah.
Wire wrapping, yeah. Maybe one would just make a beautiful pendant, wouldn't it? Or have tassel flowing from the bottom. Beautiful. Well, I hope we're giving you ideas there, Donna. I'm already getting limited on the stock. 450 carats of your crazy lace. Sorry, I keep calling it silver grey, the crazy lace, and that refers to, as you can see, the patterning in there as well. The patterning in the agate itself. It's beautiful. It's just submerged beneath the surface there. You turn them over and it's different again. It's almost like a little bit of a teal green in that one there. Beautiful. Bargain price. Bargain price. $7.95. Bargain. Great with the 3rd new kit of the day. Not that kit because it's jam-packed with gorgeousness, but it just adds another dimension, another look. I've never seen lava rock look so beautiful, quite frankly, in our 3rd new kit of the day. It's not got lava rock in it. That was an extra we gave our Linda, but yeah, $7.95. I've got a very important announcement to make. 50 years ago on Friday, because I was at a party last night, Olive and Dave met. I think Dave was punching above his weight here because he ended up with Olive. What a looker. So I was there last night and it was a jam-packed room in St John's Club in Erdington that my cousins run. And here they are, and this is them 50 years ago on their wedding day. Big congratulations. Dave is the one in the suit. To Olive and Dave. Look, doesn't she look fabulous? He's not so bad.
So that's
doesn't
in
she
the
look
50s,
gorgeous?
Isn't it?
Isn't that sensational wedding
atmospheric
outfit?
of the
And
50s.
that, his son, well, he's got several sons, but this is Ada. This is my cousin's husband, Ada, to a T, even to the stance. Look at the gimp of him, huh? She is beautiful. You were lucky, I tell you what, Dave, you were lucky when you caught her. I don't know. Olive, you're looking beautiful. 50 years ago, big, happy wedding anniversary, and I had such a lovely time last night, and gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, the two of you. Love you both. Okay, what's next, honey bun? The square wood with the holes in. The square wood with the holes in is coming over here now. Thank you, Kim. Okie dokes, we said we'd pepper the show with lots of wood. And these are fabulous. She never wants to be caught on camera, that one. Now after this, I'm going to go over to see Scott on Gems TV and give him Dave and Olive's picture so that he can tell the world on that channel as well. We're spreading the word. 50 years. How Olive has put up with him for that long, I just don't know. Don't know. She's a woman. She deserves an Oscar or a BAFTA, I'll tell you that. Look at these, low in stock. Low in stock. beautiful tiger ebony wood flat square beads, 3.5 centimetres across, and as you can see, drilled in the middle. But they're actually, if I just show you there, they're actually drilled in terms of your reel at the top. It's not in the middle, and it's not corner to corner. Can you see there where it's connected? It's just below the top corner there, and it's both sides. So if you wanted to keep them very square or moving round, that is where basically your threading material is going to go. Unless, of course, you want to ignore those holes altogether and literally wrap your cord around the middle itself. I love the dynamic shapes. You can just do so much more with the wood shapes, can't you? You can just explore on your designs, and that takes up a lot of the neckline, and yet you only need to use a few. And I know Julie said earlier, that's just so light, just so light. That is such a fantastic piece. I mean, that is very striking, isn't it, Julie?
Yeah.
We've got less than 40 though, the tiger ebony wood. $6.95. Quite a few of you on the phone line there. I'm not going to lie, it's about a 2.5 minute wait, but it is a free phone number. Probably about 2 minutes, to be honest, so we'll get to those calls as quick as we can. So under 30 now remaining, and if you missed out of any of the other wood deals, then please, please, please watch the repeat, watch the repeat. Now, I am absolutely obsessed with this next gem. That would actually, you know what, that would look gorgeous with the smoky quartz. Let me just show you that smoky quartz from earlier, because that was so beautiful. You see this? The smoky quartz we had. Yeah, wouldn't that look beautiful? Do you remember that smoky quartz? I think it's $11.45 or $11.95.
Yeah, stunning. Sorry,
I'm just obsessed with it. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Keep throwing my producer with all the gorgeousness. Gorgeous. Rightio. Let's show you what we call a project kit. Project kit. And we've got some really high-end quality gemstones in this kit. I'm going to start with the black spinel, simply because of the quality. That beautiful gem the Burmese called Natwi Spirit Polished, and it literally, you can see why, because the luster on it is so sharp. 20 of the octagons that are 8 by 6 millimeters, and if we look on the reverse, can you see the double threading going through them and how they are double drilled? But it's on the underbelly. It's what we call the pavilion of the gemstone. I'm hoping you can see that at home. Can you see that? So if you, because they're flat, because they've got a lovely top table there. Can you see that luster? And if I give you the angle, can you see the way the drilling goes through what I call the pavilion? It's the underbelly of the gem. They've been given an emerald cut, and you can just see how 3 of those across the finger would make a beauty. You could use your monofilament integrated with either one of our ring settings that we sell, or make your own with the wire. And that would make a beautiful, really precious ring, because spinel is a very, very precious gemstone. Discovered in 1587, and it's most famous being the noble red spinels, which are rarer than beautiful rubies. And I'm lucky enough to have a wonderful black spinel ring, and just adore it. The luster off it, the beauty. These are all being given a gorgeous emerald cut. And that cut was developed to literally be able to cope with the crystal structure of an emerald. It's a lovely octagon cut, and you can see the way we're getting loads of that top table there. I've only got 45 of these remaining because already some have gone. And it doesn't just stop there. 25 carats of this majestic black. I'd see this price just for this spinel, I really would, because we've just got such a mighty carat weight. But it gets better. We've got moonstone, rainbow moonstone, faceted rondelles, 3 by 2 millimeter. And these are from India, and you get lovely rainbow luster of blues and violets on those rondelles. Almost, you know, you just got to move them in the lights. Like the girls were saying earlier, you know, when you get it home, you see the bright beauty of the gems, and sometimes I try to show you it. I talk about, you know, the schiller of light that I can see, and I can't quite translate it on camera, but trust me, there's some lovely blue and purple and violet schiller dancing off those moonstones. 15 carats, so together we're looking at 40 carats. Now there's 2 ways we could go with these beautiful high-end strands, because we've thought about what we're placing in this little project kit. You've got 1 meter of the beading wire, 0.4 millimeter gauge, okay? You've got a pair of silver shepherd hook earrings. You've got 5 silver jump rings in there that are 10 and 16mm respectively, and you've got a sterling silver bolt ring clasp, a 6mm one with the jump ring. So we could choose to make bracelets, rings or earrings. 40 carats of rainbow moonstone from the Tamil Nadu region of India. This is a renowned area for your beautiful rainbow moonstone. So you see the rainbow with that clear body. And then 25 carats with your 15 makes 40 altogether. So you've got 25 carats of your black spinel. So we've got a mighty carat weight in this project kit. It's all, oh, it's just beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Your high-end gems, beautiful quality, beautiful cuts. But again, that's what your 30-day money-back guarantee is all about. $29.95. I said I would pay that personally just for the black spinel. It's beautiful, Linda, isn't it?
It's absolutely mind-blowing.
Gorgeous. You just think 3 in a ring. Just 3 in a ring, and then
absolutely. I mean, that is so black, isn't it?
Oh.
Like black diamonds.
It is like black diamonds, but I think it's nicer than black diamonds.
So do I too. Yes, it's denser.
Nicer.
It's much denser, isn't
yeah.
it? It is more,
the polish on it.
And those little moonstone, because they're double drilled, the spinel, those little moonstones, you'd sit 2 in
yes,
between.
It's double,
which would look really
lovely, pretty little accents, like really, diamond-like
really
accent.
Pretty. You'd get necklace and earring. Oh, sorry, you'll get bracelet and earrings.
You would.
You'll get a lot more than it looks.
You could
jewellery piece-wise.
That little charm bracelet that Julie made, you could do something similar like that, or a bit of silk
that
chain.
will go ever such a long way. You know, if you've got some more findings at home, I'd love to play with that.
I'd love to play with that. To play with. We've got less than 30 now. Good luck, everybody. All right, we've still got our 3rd new kit of the day. I'm going to hand this to Julie so she can have a look, because she was looking awful lovingly at it to my side. Looking a bit forlorn, if you don't mind me saying so. As if, There's less than 20. Here, darling, here. Have a little look at that beautiful, if you've seen it before, black spinel. The 2 of you and Carrie can. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get the lustre there. So beautiful. Anyway, you have a little fondle. You have a little look. We're going to come back with our new kits after the break.
This 6-strand bead box features onyx, carnelian, agate and snowflake obsidian, totalling over 1,000 carats, and all for just $19.95. This box is full of everything you'll need to create some wonderful designs. To get your hands on this great offer, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655 and quote the code NGP 031. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker are proud to introduce Lisa Pavelka water slide transfers. These transfers are sure to enhance your silver and polymer clay designs. Each pack contains an extensive collection of images from Art Deco to symbols and nature print. These easy-to-use sheets will come with full instructions and tips for use. They are a great way to embellish all of your creations. Use alongside our border mould and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
New to polymer clay? Then why not come and join us on our Polymer Clay for Beginners course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, basic canes, pendants, feature beads and much more. You will get the chance to design and craft your own pieces, which you can then take home. During the course of the day, you will get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, buffet style lunch and refreshments, all for just $64.95. For details of course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
There are lots of different types of bails. This particular one has a loop at the end. This is ideal to add an extra feature, such as a charm. All bails work in the same way. Start by opening the teeth. Place your chosen pendant in the teeth and push both sides of the bail together. Have your pendant with a bail.
I am predicting right away that this is going to fly out. So have your card ready, your glasses ready, your pen, your mobile, whatever you need. Pretend not to be in if somebody comes to the door. This is going to fly out because I know you're going to love it, because you should see Linda's designs. They are divine, with or without the extras. I've been wearing the bracelet for the whole show. Every now and again, it's probably caught your eye. You can't help but fall in love with the beauty of those smaller faceted hematites, those large silver round faceted hematites. I mean, just look at this. One of Linda's creations out of the kit. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in all my born days. Just when you think you've seen it with the Portofino kit yesterday, something else equally as beautiful. It's called Loop the Loop. It's going to send you loopy if you're not on the line and you miss out on it. I tell you, it really is. So what are we looking at? It's a hematite treat. It's a hematite smorgasbord of beautifulness. Let's start with the biggest. 450 carats of faceted hematite silver rounds. 450 carats. That's my first strand. They look like glitter balls, don't they? They look like glitter balls. Then you've got my 6mm hematite faceted rounds, and here you can see the silver colour, how it differs from that sort of more pewter mercury silver colour of the hematite there as well. Then we've got already getting limited stock. I knew this would happen. There's no time to even talk about it. 80 carats, two strands of 80 carats total, so 40 each of the 4x3 faceted hematite rondelles. I'm actually holding 4 strands there. Let's lay those out so it's clearer. And then, yes, there's more. There's more. A pendant. 90 carats of hematite circle hollow pendant. 39mm pendant with an 11mm hole. Sorry, darling, you've deselected and with low stock already. Oh, boo-hoo. Monofilament, silver, bead and thread, elastic. Girls, what do we think? It's just gorgeous.
Just one.
We're going to have to raid Linda's designs because this is the closest we're going to get to this kit.
It's gorgeous.
Shall I just show you Linda's designs? Have we seen the silver yet? Everybody's on it. Everybody's having it. Everybody's there. It's so beautiful, it's unreal. You can see the beauty. You can see how you're going to make those designs straight away. It's speaking to you, isn't it? Don't miss out. Well done you for watching the live show. Can you believe this? $24.95. I think there's more colours on the line than I've got stock, so can I please impress upon my web buyers, and good for you for getting it on the web, but can I please impress upon you to remember to check out. Those of you that perhaps might miss out, it's always worth trying again in an hour. But well done if you were quick enough, and thank you. Let's look at the designs, because we'll be going to the third stage of our hematite heart with the amethyst that we're doing. I think it's sold out in the live show. Girls, I think that's an all-time record. I think it's allocated in the live show. Shall I still show the designs anyway? I said to Linda, why hasn't she got one to work with so I can make myself a pair of earrings? Because I'm not going to be able to make this. And I love it. So we're going to come to the third. We've looked at the necklace. We're going to come to the third stage of our heart. We'll complete that. We're using amethysts for the demonstration purposes. But just look at this. We're hoping this inspires you with your designs. These are the earrings, beautifully set on a head pin with a small 4x3mm hematite rondelle. And then a lovely drop. And then hello. Let's take him off the bust. Look at that. Look at that. And you haven't even seen the extras we gave her as well. Isn't that exquisite with the bracelet as well? Just divine. We're hoping this inspires you. Inspired me. We actually gave Linda, I'll bring them with me, we'll go see her. Let's just cut to the chase. Because it's sold out in the live show.
Surprise,
which
surprise.
is brilliant. I know, Quelle
Yeah,
surprise. Now,
yeah.
these were some extras that we gave you, Linda.
Yeah.
The lava rock rounds.
Yep.
And the large shell pearls in the
Yep.
lovely mauve purple.
Yeah.
So we'll get the codes up.
I had a little bit of ribbon
And you've
as
done
well.
You had a little ribbon.
Yeah, a little bit of ribbon. Which
Do you know those ribbons that we had? Because I presented them yesterday, or was it Friday? We started with 1,000 packs. We're down to less than 200, and that would be less now because that was when I
Excellent.
presented it. They've
Yeah,
flown
well, they
out.
are really, really useful now, particularly coming up to the better weather type of year and that. And do you know this kit? You know, if you've got it, well, all I can say is you're lucky.
Now, if these we
Because-
gave. Sorry to interrupt you very
That's
briefly.
all right.
Sorry, sweetheart. I do talk too much. I know. $9.95. That's the deep purple shell that you can see that Linda's incorporated in with the hematite as the extras with the kit, and you can see how well it goes. And then the only other thing to mention was the lava rock that you see, and we'll get that code up on the screen. So we'll get that for you. So sorry, darling, you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, this is special. I mean, we were lucky to find the silver hematite, to be truthful, and that was the lead strand with this, and it was what to put with it. And you know what? Hematite with hematite is just divine. Obviously, with these gorgeous purple shell pearls as well, it works tremendously. And I think you mentioned earlier, it's the lava. This is beautiful lava
Isn't
rock
it?
fee. It's
Yeah,
so
the finish
smooth,
on it.
and it's a really it's a real high end look for lava rock, I think. Very sophisticated, and that works superbly well.
I mean, it's
with
$6.95,
hematite.
and you've just used 2 in that, and it's beautiful. The muted, it's got that coating, so it's got a porous texture, but it's high.
But it's very smooth. Yes, it's not the rough.
So pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Like a little corsage.
Yeah,
as well.
It's worked really well, hasn't it? With the beauty of that hematite is just, I think it's
unbelievable.
Just amazing.
What great value as well.
I know.
$24.95. If only we had about 1,000 of these.
Yeah, we could
quite
sell
frankly.
1,000 of those quite
Yeah.
easily. Quite easily, yes.
Beautiful.
But you know what?
We like to bring you variation.
Yeah, and we'll bring a variation again at some point in the future. But
We need to send you back out again. I think you've done that on purpose. You've given us a limited availability.
Yeah, just
so that you have to go out again and get some more.
Again. Yeah, absolutely.
I like your thinking. It's cheeky.
Yeah, definitely.
Shall we see the rest of that?
Right, okay then, fine. So
Beautiful designs,
let's
beautiful.
see where we got to with the. We'd got to stage 2-ish, which was we'd come through with over the top with our lead top strand with the 5, which is here. Let's get it round the way I was working on it. There. So we've come round with the 5, and we've taken that strand through centre right, centre left. Okay. So where I left it before was just slipping on this lower strand that's on the top of the screen for you, just threading on one of the amethyst beads. Now the next thing is to take that same strand through the bead next door. All I'm going to do is find the hole and take the strand through there. And this will start to get a little bit harder because there's obviously more strands now passing through the gemstone. So we pull that through, okay? And then we are then going to take another of the amethysts and then go through that bead, that next bead there. Okay, so we move that bead out of the way. I hope I'm doing this right because this is purely from memory. I've only done this twice myself.
Was it just something you sat down and thought I'm going to attempt?
No. Sheila did it first.
Oh, okay.
And then Debbie did it. And then I thought, well, I'd have a crack at it. So,
and you're using
just remembering how to do it. I'm just
Yeah.
using the beading thread that we're getting in the kit. So pull that through. Okay, so now we have our strand coming up on the return now. So we're going to make a mirror image. So the strand on my left, your right, we're just going to pop on another gemstone, okay? And then the gemstone that's next to it in order, we're going to take the thread through there. Okay, so you see the shape of the heart. You know, this works really well as it did on Hannah's jewellery that I did earlier, using up to 4mm wire. as well.
Just very briefly, you're using the amethyst from the Coast to Coast kit.
Yeah.
This was our second kit of the day. If you missed out on Loop the Loop, we do have availability, but it is low stocked, and we'll get the codes up for our Coast to Coast as well in a moment. So, sorry, not Coast. See, it's gone. Knockout.
Knockout. That's the first
Knockout,
one.
the first one.
So what we've done is we've come up from the bottom with the bottom strand, and we've come up through this bottom centre bead here. Now take that thread that we've just been using, keep it to one side, and revert back to your top thread, my top thread, which is your bottom thread. And we've got to do the mirror image of that bend. And if you remember, there were 5 gemstones on that. So thread on, if I can find the hole, thread on 5 more gemstone. As I say, you can use any size of gemstone. Obviously, the larger the gemstone, the larger the heart will be. But as you can see, it looks really good in tiny gemstone, as I've done in the Loop to Loop kit there. So we're putting on 5 gemstone on that top thread, bottom thread for you on the screen. And then what we have to do now, you see we've got those 5 on there. The bead just here, which is just the next one in line to the exiting bead on that one. We need to take the beading thread that you're working with just through that gemstone there and pull that through. This also works really well using monofilament if you don't want to see any mechanics at all. It'll work really well using monofilament. Let's just move those up a bit. Yep, that's it. Move it over. And there we've now got the completed heart. Okay? So what you need to do next is you see because I've used the same gemstone size, I've now got quite a marked effect going on here.
Yes, quite delineated.
Which is what I got on the design over there. I did then was I took the beading thread. I decided to take the beading thread at that point through these two gemstones here. So I took the beading thread through those gemstones in that design there, carried the beading thread up here and exited out there, and then continued up the neckline. If you use different size gemstone, you will get, if these are smaller than the centre ones,
they're going to be closer.
You're going to get them pulled much closer in
like
to this original. Yes, exactly.
So
this original rectangular shape that begins the beginning of the heart shape. But as I say, now you can rewind on that if you've recorded the show, and then just literally just start to play with all different sizes of gemstone, rondelles, bicones, rounds, faceted planes. They all work really, really well. And I think I have a lot of fun actually going on from that basic heart design. Then you can put loops on the 2 little corner parts of the hearts at the top to continue up the neckline on there as well. It looks quite nice with if you add a pendant from the bottom points of the heart as well, or something, just a little movability down there. So you'll have a lot of use out of that design.
Beautiful, thank you, Linda. Thank you, darling. Rightio, we'll have a catch up with Linda at the end for the challenge. We mentioned the Coast to Coast because we know the Loop kit has just been a sellout success in the live show. There we go. That's the Coast to Coast kit with the amethyst. It has become limited stock, but do you know what? We have got availability still. So if you feel like you missed out, that is a great alternative. And then we also had Knockout, our first kit with that incredible red malachite and the agate and the quartz. So as well as, you know, we've shown you some other strands as well. So, and we haven't forgotten about Lynn, have we? We're going to talk.
No.
The reason I keep saying it is because I don't want to forget about her.
No, I'm ready when you are.
Lovely. There's your red malachite, your quartz. Yeah, there's twisted. Such a lovely warmth to them. And great value, because we had our beautiful, you know, the natural green copper malachite. And, you know, that was taken from 29 down to 19. So, yeah, big carat weight in there. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to have a look at some of your designs now in this week's Wall of Fame. Okay, girls, would you take it away for me, please, Carrie?
Hi, this is using matte jasper 3-strand rounds and red Imperial jasper coins, and I think it's from Emma.
Emma. Yeah, Emma, lovely. Beautiful, and Emma is number... What's this down the front?
356.
356, good luck for Wednesday. Who have you got there, Julie?
Hi, good morning all at JM. This is my very first piece of jewellery. I made it this evening. Although it is quite plain, I thought it was rather nice, including a bit of pyrite, faceted rondelles and pearls from a bead box, silver findings and all from JM. My husband found your channel just after Christmas and now I'm addicted. From Dazzling Katie.
Dazzling Katie in South Wales, yeah. Fabulous. This is from Pam in Bracknell. This is number 357. And she says, thanks everyone for brightening my mornings. This is made from peridot. Don't they sparkle? Green diopside and prehnite, all from Jewellery Maker. I've collected crystals for years and being able now to make jewellery for these gems is wonderful. Thank you so much for being there. This is Pam from Bracknell. Pam Gilding. Beautiful, Pam. And your number 357. Number 358. Right, Mandy in Gateshead. She says, here's my week's entry. I could really do with a win this week since you have so many new gorgeous gemstones for me to lust after. I'm truly addicted. It's made from shell pearls that I love and some beads from my stash made with inspiration from the DVD. I had a problem with the clasp at first, so I decided to go for a stretchy all the way round and love it. Love the show and must try to contain myself or not. Keep up the good work, Mandy in Gateshead. Well, I love we love stretchy girls, don't we? We love stretchies. Right, you give me that and I'll hand you some more to read out, lovelies. 4 more from the top. I feel like Brucey's girls with, you know, the up and down and higher or lower. There we go. If you'd be so kind, I'll get the last 2 ready. Take it away, Carrie.
This is, hi, this is my Wall of Fame entry. I've made this necklace up from amethyst from the side by side kit and citrine from the 6-strand bead box, all from JM. Love the show, watch it every day, from Helen. And that's 351.
Good luck, Helen. Okay, Julie, over to you.
Hi all at JM. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It is made with hematite gemstones from JM.
Beautiful.
And the pendant. And the watch face is from my stash. Best wishes to all from Wendy Thomas.
Wendy, good luck. And your number 352. Brilliant. Following on, number 353, this is Rebecca. She says, I'm very proud of my entry using the blue chalcedony druzy nuggets as a feature pendant. I've never worked with a gemstone quite like it. They're lovely. I've paired the amazing irregular shapes with butterflies, crackle glass, and the Chinese at the studio. Well, we do, Rebecca. And good luck for the competition on Wednesday. And number 354, another one with some big featured pieces. This is Alice from Pontefract. And a first ever entry made from, the Provocation kit. Yes, we had that earlier on in the week. And purple agate slabs. First time ever, she says. I've sent an email, so fingers crossed. I've done it. Yes, you have. She says, I love the show, love Lucy, Fee and all the presenters and Scott. Oh, do you know what? He gets a mention. He's not even on the show. Looks like my son. Does he? Well, I shall tell him that, Alice, when I pop across to see him at the end of the show. But thank you for your well wishes, and it's lovely to hear from you. What a great first attempt. You see, that's what it's all about, isn't it? 354. Good luck. You've got to give it a go. And then send in your entries. In fact, let's just show you how you can enter your picture, your email of your first ever attempt or second attempt, and maybe be in with a chance of winning some credit here to spend with us at Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
Well, here at Jewellery Maker, we have absolutely everything that the experienced jewellery maker requires. We also have absolutely everything that a beginner would require. But for the more experienced jewellery maker who has probably encouraged their own creativity, perhaps by buying the kits in the first place, they then move on and become able to look at the gemstones strands that we carry and the findings and almost make up their own kits, their custom-made kits. And then they're able to put together a beautiful piece of jewellery, possibly that they've even seen in a store in the high street or something, but put it together themselves, and there's nothing more rewarding than doing just that.
This beadbox consists of 6 strands of genuine pearls, including bronze, peach, pink and white pearls, all for just $34.95. Bring a touch of class to your designs. To get your hands on this great offer, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655 and quote the code ETMG80. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Just reminding the girls that we have to drape Simon. I know I can see it on the desk, but we actually need to adorn Simon for the finale of the show. So, Kim, could you instigate that for me, darling? Will you get him ready when he needs to be? Thank you. Yes, he's quietly sitting in the corner, but we're going to get him on the show, Carrie's partner. There he is. Can you see him? There he is, patiently sitting through the whole thing. Rightio, let's show you a findings kit, because I've shown you lots of individual strands or 3-strand packs. Great value, but say if you didn't want to buy a kit, or you wanted to get what the girls are working with today, you know, like the 6-strand box with the Patican wood or the Mookite 6-strand bundle, then a great way to literally create your own kits starting from scratch, or increasing your store, or going down the gold route as opposed to the silver route, is one of our findings packs. And they do sell out quickly. The amount of times I'm hearing, oh, I can't show you that code because we sold out of that. And I only introduced recently the medium silver findings pack as well, and I know it flew out. So this is the gold-plated silver alternative, and you get the beaded storage box as well, and they're all separately packaged. So we'll show you on a screen because you can't really appreciate what's going on in there, but there is an awful lot. There's 135 pieces of gold-plated silver, not gold colour on a base metal. It's sterling 95 silver to begin with, and then it's gold-plated. Now it's called the knock. No, it's not. That's our old kit. We'll get the graphics up for you. There's a lot. Let me take you through what there is while we're looking at that picture together. We've got 15 gold-plated flat head pins, you know, with that little flat saucer on the top. Then below them, you can see 15 gold-plated eye pins. Below that, you can see 25 gold-plated 7mm open jump rings. And then running across the bottom of that picture, you can see 40 gold-plated crimp 2mm beads. And then if we take you to the top of the picture again, we've got 5 gold-plated lobster claw clasps, 5 gold-plated bolt ring clasps below it with the jump rings. Then you've got 20 3mm gold-plated beads. Now that's just to, as I'm looking at it, the left of your picture there, running down the edge. Then if we go to the earrings and the shepherd hooks, you've got 5 pairs of the shepherd hooks, and below it you can see 5 pairs of gold-plated earring posts with their butterfly backs, all in your handy plastic container. Yeah, so there is a lot going on there, and you do get the jump rings, as you can see, with your 5 gold-plated bolt rings. You do get the jump rings as well. And if I just show you, they're about 4 centimetres long, the flat head pins, and if I just show you the difference, a flat. You see, we normally work with our ball head pins, but these are the flat ones, and I know Tina did this on Friday, and this is the eye pin. And it's just another way to work with your materials, but I'll just show you the difference, because it's not always... There we go. So there's your eye pin, and can you see the flat head pin on the top? It's just another way, rather than a ball, it's just like a little flat saucer of metal, as it were, that nestles in a gem, if you know. And there's your eye pin as well, which is great for connecting. And look at the size of these. You know, it's all solid silver with the gold plating. So it's a bit of a luxurious, if you like, findings pack as well. Beautiful. You think about, you know, those gold prices ever increasing. I mean, silver's fluctuated a little bit. I won't deny it. It's fluctuated. It's gone up and down a bit more. Did rise to incredible all-time highs there last year. It's fluctuated a little bit more since, but the one thing that has remained true is that the gold has been going up and up and up. Hence the big flurry and spate of, you know, cash for gold, let me have your gold, post me your gold, give us a bit of gold, all those adverts, because the value of the gold has gone through the roof. And you've got 130, I know it's gold plating, but because it's on the sterling silver, you know it's precious metal, you know you've got the quality, but it's also given us that affordability, because were those all solid gold, you know, we wouldn't be looking at a price point like this. But we've got the affordability built in, and remember, you've got the precious silver underneath anyway, and we've got the look of our lovely gold jewellery. 135 pieces. You've counted how many? You've counted more? Did you count the box? Do we have that? Is it because they put bolt rings with the jump rings as I think they've included that as one, because they don't include the little jump rings as a separate, because that could be another 5 pieces. Now when Karen counts up, she's got 145. Well, you've got 5 individual pieces. Yeah, you've got 5 of the jump rings, and it may be that, yeah, what they've done is they've included your earring post with your butterfly back as a 1. But it's 5 of each, isn't it, really, if you separate the butterfly backs. And they've done the same with the bolt rings, clasps, and the jump rings. They've included that as a 1. So you're actually getting, in truthfulness, 145. But we understand a bolt ring with a jump ring is 1 clasp. We understand a butterfly post earring is 1 earring, as it were. So that's why. So great value as far as I'm concerned. All of that lovely, luxurious gold plating on the silver to really change the dynamic of your jewellery, really give it that expensive edge. And we can bring you a fantastic price. I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it? $37.95. Could you do 145 into that and tell me what each individual piece is working out as? Because this is ridiculous. Let me get that claw out again, because it's huge. So how much? This, you are paying for this, and I appreciate some bits have more silver in them than others, but if we take 145 divided into that price, for this solid silver gold-plated lobster claw with a connector, you are paying 26p. Simon, what can you get for 26p these days? Seriously? Huh? Not a lot. You can't even get a chocolate bar, can you, for that price? That's 50p, isn't it? A little Freddy, yeah, or a little kind of, there's Milky Ways, there's Mars bars, there's Crunchies, lots of other chocolates available. So I appreciate initially a little bit of an outlay, but when you break it down, and we could go halves with someone, when you break it down, we really want to make it cost effective. And what do you get for 26p, Linda, these days, eh? You can't even get a prawn cracker for that price.
No, 26p.
Or a chip. How are you getting on? Well, it looks like nothing has happened over here.
Look behind you.
Ah, hello.
In panto speak, sorry.
Exactly.
I had no...
Well, you did make a tiara that everybody loved. Here we go. Here we go.
That's it. No, that's...
Thank you, darling. Now, these were... I mentioned these earlier and I couldn't bring you the code. Thank you, beautiful.
That's... I hadn't got a bracelet stand for that one, so...
Oh,
we'll just pop that one down.
Don't those blue jades, they look lovely with that labradorite. They look beautiful with the labradorite.
Yeah, they are. It's really, really pretty. It really is.
Those earrings. Earrings, you see.
Yeah, that's your thing, isn't it? Yeah, very simple, but very pretty. As I say, with the labradorite, with the shiller coming off that from the blue, they work together well.
Got the labradorite at the bottom of the screen there. That's your Chinese jade. 500 carats, $9.95. And then with that trocker shell, now that trocker shell was a, I mean, if everybody checked out the baskets, and but always try on the repeats, you know, but it did sell out in the live show. Really looks lovely. You've done a lovely little flower and you've included the Botswana in there with the nuggets.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Just on wire. So, yeah, because it's on wire, you can mould it to your wrist.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Linda. And then we've got this. Oh, you've made a lovely frosty nugget. You've done a bit of beady beading there.
Yes, I mean, that is just using the beady bead technique, but using it a bit longer, so it effectively makes a bail. And then just 2 beady beads around the side. But I just thought that frostiness worked really nicely with the Botswana there. And, you know, the whole thing has gone really well. The necklace next door to this one is what I call one of my random necklaces. It's what you've got in your silver stash, which I also have silver stashes. And bead stashes, and just to have a little bit of fun, to make an easy, what I think is an easy holiday wear. Just pop them onto beading thread and see where it leads you.
And the frosted quartzes are there, $9.95 at the bottom of the screen. Sorry to go back on one there, but yeah, you've used those lovely mesh lanterns. We've talked about these at the weekend.
Yes, as I say, you know, we all have ones and twos left over from things.
I find them under here sometimes.
Yeah, well, we do keep them down here, and then just pop them in when you feel the need, really.
Why on the web? Yeah. And then this lovely bit of this almost ties in with our first kit knockout. Do you remember the technique with the necklace?
Exactly. Yeah, that is that exact same technique that was used in the centre. As a bracelet, it'll lay flat on your wrist, and as a necklace, it'll just go into like a little scoop, like a little hammock effect.
Beautiful. And there's your Botswana on the screen. We'll get that for you in a moment. The one I'm obsessed with, $7.95. Just goes to show you how brilliant that 3-strand pack was.
Yeah.
You've got it here, featured, because we had the Botswana buttons, didn't we?
Well, I think it's just the whole selection today has worked really well. It's nice having the labradorite and the slightly deeper greys in the Botswana, because that just gives you a little bit of what I call a highlight texture.
Beautiful. And then you continue it up with the nuggets, and then the Botswanas at the top as well.
Mark, who designs for us here, he loves nuggets, and so do I. I really do emulate that, because nuggets are incredibly useful, incredibly so.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we've hopefully covered all the codes there on the screen. Remember, always look at the bottom as well as to the side. Can I trouble you, Linda, to answer Lynn's question, if I could,
sure.
With regards to the S-clasp? She was having trouble. This was a text from yesterday. She was having trouble attaching it.
I'll do it on this. Attaching it.
I think, was it attaching?
Was it attaching? I mean, as far as, I'm just a little bit sort of, what do you mean as far as an S-clasp is concerned? I mean, are you making your S-clasp, or are you buying the S-clasp? I mean, under normal circumstances, an S-clasp is a homemade S-clasp, really, is something that's shaped a bit like that. You just take you take a piece of wire. It's probably easier to go through it. Just take a piece of wire, about 1 mil down to 0.8, and then pop the piece of wire right into the furthest end of your round nose pliers, and literally do a turn. Feed it round and do a turn, just like that, so that you've now got. That is what I would, if it was me, that is the point that I would attach to whatever piece of jewellery that you're going to use it on. I mean, basically, it's the jump ring. Now, put that off there, that would be exactly that. And then if you want to make your own S-clasp, what I do then is pop my round nose pliers back in, and then just continue that bend round just a tiny little bit, and then bring it back on itself and tease it round. It doesn't have to actually go around the whole of the perimeter of your pliers, but just tease it round and then bring it round, and then just trim off round about just as it crosses on a figure of 8. Take the round nose pliers again and just continue and do what we call the usual standard loop. This is a little bit of a hand effect, but that is the sort of point at which, let's look at this one, it's a little bit neater. This is what I would affix with a crimp bead.
How?
To
oh, a bit of beading thread going through it and then crimp.
Yep, bit of beading thread going through it and attach it with a crimp. And then that, I've sort of made a figure of 8 double there, so I've a part at which that will go through, So that's going to be your clasp. And then again, that's where I would attach using my crimp bead onto the other side of the neckline of the piece of jewellery or the bracelet. If that doesn't actually answer the question, if you can send in a photograph of the particular S-clasp that you're using, I'll definitely come back to you straight away and tell you exactly how I would attach it, if that doesn't answer the question. Because not having it, because there are variations on all.
Yes, of course. And
there's a generic.
I'm desperately trying to remember what the text specifically said. And
there's a generic name for all types of clasps, but all of them can be slightly unique in their own design. So consequently, you may not have that little jump ring there. But you know, send it in with a photograph or a description, and I'll get straight back to you.
Thank you, Linda.
Okay.
Rightio. Thanks. We'll be having a catch up with the girls soon. But I'm just going to show you what the girls were working with. The girls being Carrie and Julie, my lovely guests today. Have we got Simon draped and ready? You better be. This is a big moment. I don't see any drapage over there. I'm sorry. There's no drapage going on. The man is absolutely, well, I would say naked, but of jewellery, I mean. He's got his clothes on, obviously, but there's not a jot of jewellery over there. We had the 6-strand bead box featuring the beautiful brown obsidian and the blue dyed howlite. $24.95. It was $27.95. £3 off in the live show. I think we should still get Simon over to model a bracelet or two. Come on over. You go and grab him, Linda. She is as well. Poor man, doesn't know what he's in for. And we also gave the girls the Patican wood flowers. Do a bit of draping, Linda girl. Do a bit of draping. Bit of bracelet action, or he's never looked so bonny. $24.95. It's a beautiful, beautiful 6-strand box, and that was the Patican wood flowers you see at the bottom of your screen. These were $6.95. There we go. They featured in a lot of the girls' designs, and I know they've been loving them as much as I have. I don't know if we can get that. Can we? Oh, all right. Thanks, Paul. There you go. There they are, the codes at the bottom of the screen. And then there was that great Mookite smoky quartz, the beautiful, I think it's the Nanga wood, and the agate 6-strand bundle. I mean, that was just fabulous, and I know it's gone a long way with the girls and their jewellery. He's been draped. So watch the repeat. Linda's just draping him from head to toe. She's loving this. Loving this. Keep draping, I'll just mooch over. Fabulous. How have you found it today, girls?
It's been great.
This is fab. Look, this is work in progress. She's been doing along with it as Linda. The heart, you know, the heart pendant that Linda just showed us the technique. Look at it. Julie's done it. Julie's done it. That's
so it was
beautiful.
Followable,
yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. Good. Let me just hold this because I think you should be very proud. Well, it's trial and error.
No, that's right.
That's the first time I've ever done it.
Yes, exactly. You can tighten up. Yes.
Show me what you've made since we met the last time, because obviously we saw, I think, pretty much this collection. We've got another bracelet. Oh, you've gone for the agate and the obsidian, and a lovely little pair of earrings to match. So, because we liked that brown and the orange, didn't we?
I just did a different take on it.
Beautiful. And I can see this necklace here to my left.
And this one behind as well.
And if only we could drape Simon with a bit more, but, you know, man's only got one neck. Here we go. 2 more necklaces.
That probably look nice.
Never ending, you've been busy. The Mookite there. In that 6-strand bundle. They go well, don't they, those 2 bundles, those 2 lots of 6 strands.
Everything in that necklace.
Like the bracelet,
The wood goes with the
Mookite, yeah.
That's lovely.
Isn't that beautiful? That lovely yellow wood with the ochre of the Mookite, beautiful.
I'm not very good at doing random. I like it to be in order.
A bit of
so
symmetry.
That was a bit of a struggle doing that.
And take me through what Simon's adorned with and what you've got over there, honey.
You've already seen that one.
We've seen that one. That's one, number 1. And he's got one underneath. Oh, you might have to undo your shirt a bit there, Simon. Can't see what's going on.
Yeah, if I have
to. There we go. Can we see the other one under there? Oh, I like that. That was the tassel that you were doing, wasn't it? We've got it finished. Yeah. There you go.
Really, do you know they're your colours?
They are.
Definitely your colours, yes.
But if they hadn't have been so busy making so many beautiful pieces, I could still be sat on the sofa.
Well, there is that.
That bracelet is quite mannish as well.
Yeah, it is.
And I made
Got the bracelet on there.
Yeah.
And I made that one.
This stretchy one's very...
Can you do that nice hand pose that we,
manly.
you know, the jewellery pose? Could you do that for me, please? Yeah. He's got it. The man's got it. Look at that. Working it there. Simon, you're working it. And then we've got a bib necklace here, beautiful. You're
That's
a good
lovely.
That's gorgeous. That trail, it really trails ablaze, doesn't it? It's lovely. Beautiful. All those different tones and colours there, Carrie.
Really nice.
I've done some
And then you've done some
earrings.
beautiful earrings. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Have you liked what you worked with?
Loved it.
Have you found or found something that you perhaps wouldn't work with before, but you would work with again, or you know, perhaps like the wood, or you know, we said we discovered the orange and the browns. I mean, I don't know, or
I think I would put the wood with silver more rather than the gold. The browner tones, I always put them with the golder.
yeah.
But I think now I'd go silver.
And you've learnt your heart technique. Have you swapped techniques or learnt anything from each other?
Yeah, would
Yeah. Well, your jewellery is absolutely fabulous.
Beautiful.
Any favourites today? Anything that you've seen you just thought, oh, or I like that, or
Out the kits and that.
well, I don't mind. It could have been a strand, it could have been a bundle, it could have been something that just caught your eye.
Hematite
The
one.
hematite.
I
Shade
know.
out.
I think everybody says the hematite, don't they?
And the amethyst one.
Oh,
with
the amethyst, yeah.
Flower ones.
The flowers, yeah, the zoisite flowers, beautiful. Coast to coast, that was the kit, wasn't it? Well, I want to say a big thank you to Carrie and Julie and Carrie, and Simon. Lovely Simon. You're a good sport. And Linda, lovely to have you back, darling. Don't leave it so long again.
I'll try my best. You get sick of seeing me soon, again.
We never get sick of seeing it. Let's just have a little look at the bead box there, £24.95. I hope you've had a good weekend with us. I hope you continue to have the last day of the half-term week, isn't it? Have a great, great weekend. Tomorrow you'll be with Vicky. I think Vicky's with us. I don't know any more than that. I think Lucy's with us in the midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. But I hope you've had a good weekend. And if you're watching on the repeat, sorry if you missed out on anything, but, you know, there was a lot that was hot on the uptake, especially that loop-the-loop kit, wasn't there? Oh, it's gone. I'd love to show you that smoky quartz again, but it's gone. Kim's too efficient. She's cleaned it all up. What would be, I'm going to ask you all now, I'm going to put you all on the spot, what would be your top tip because we've been encouraging new buyers this week, for a new buyer watching right now, Linda?
Well, definitely, perhaps go with. There was a very good top tip actually for new people, new jewellery makers. Came in on a text the other day. Would be a kit, and because your choices are all made for you, the toolkit, and perhaps the Beading Basics DVD.
Yeah, Simon, sum it up in 3 words for a new buyer. That put him on the spot, didn't it? I've never seen him speechless. What would you say, actually, to a new buyer in all seriousness?
Just go for it and give it a go.
Yeah, just go for it, give it a go, because you've been here in the studio now. Have you actually made the jewellery yourself, or no, you don't? That's right. You're the director. Yeah, you tell her if it's any good. How about 3 words? Can you sum up for a new buyer?
Try something new.
Try something new. Give it a go. How about you, Julie?
Yeah, I would say the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Give us a call.
Go for it.
Go for it. Yeah, nothing to lose other than making yourself a beautiful piece of jewellery at the end of the day. So you can watch the repeats, take on board those tips if you want to watch through that heart technique again. We'll be with you tomorrow live at 9 a.m. This show gets played out on the repeat loop. Good luck on everything that you see. I hope you get what you want. I look forward to seeing more of your Wall of Fames. More stuffed animals, please. I really like Bernard the Bear. And I will see you probably in over a week's time, but have a great weekend. It's goodbye from me and my guests.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to walloffame
Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get into